This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. It's time for Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Play ball!
Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Owens Home Appliance, Bill Penny Toyota, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Now, let's head to the ballpark with the voice of the Trash Pandas, Josh Carey.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another night of Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball. Josh Carey welcoming you to Toyota Field, where tonight it is Game 2 of a 6-game series between the Rocket City Trash Pandas and the Knoxville Smokies. Back in mission control running the boards is Jeff Scarborough, and this is the pregame show. It was a record-breaking night last night at Toyota Field, and for all the wrong reasons, as Rocket City dropped its 16th consecutive game. That surpasses the previous Southern League record mark of 15 consecutive losses by the Columbus Astros in 1971. The Trash Pandas fell last night by the final score of 3-1 as the misery continues for Rocket City as they will look to get back on the winning track tonight. Again, the pitching was there. The hitting wasn't. Only 3 base hits last night as Rocket City came up short. Let's tell you what happened in the ball game. Mitch Ferris, for the most part, pitched a pretty good ball game, but he ran into one trouble spot, and that was the third inning. After 2 scoreless innings to start the ball game, gave up a leadoff walk to Corey Joyce and then another walk to Pedro Ramirez. That would put runners at first and second with no one out. Pablo Aliendo would fly out to right, and then he would walk B.J. Murray. That loaded the bases with only one away when Jordan Wogu would rope a single. That would bring in Corey Joyce from third and make it a 1-0 ball game. Bases were still loaded, but Ferris would settle in, strike out Andy Garriola, and get Rayvaj Garcia to roll into a fielder's choice to short to end the inning. So it was a 1-0 game. Rocket City would get 2 of their 3 hits and score their lone run in the bottom of the 5th inning against Antonio Santos. With one away, David Mershon reached on a bunt single up the third base line. He would then score on a ground ball double down the left field line by Ben Goebel. It just stayed inside the third base bag. That would bring in Mershon from first and make it a 1-1 ball game. But after settling down after that third inning, Ferris would cruise through the 4th. He only faced 4 men in the 5th, and then he got the first 2 outs in the 6th inning when he finally hit the wall. 2 outs, no one on base. He gave up a single to Felix Stevens, who would then come in and score on an RBI double by Jalen Palmer. That would make it 2-1. And after a pitching change that saw Ferris leave and Sam Ryan enter, Ryan would give up an RBI single to Joyce. That would make it a 3-1 ball game. And from there, Knoxville was able to pin the game down. Antonio Santos gets the win to move to 2-2 on the year. 5 innings, 3 hits, a run that was earned, a walk, and a strikeout. And as is frankly typically been the case for Rocket City over this long stretch, once the bullpen takes over for the opposing team, the bats just stop. Over 3 relievers over the final 4 innings. Rocket City mustered no hits. In fact, they only had 3 base runners the rest of the way. 2 of them came in the 9th inning. They had a walk and a hit batsman that put runners at first and second with no one out, but Oscar Colas struck out and Sam Brown rolled into a 4-6-3 double play to end the ball game. And again, Knoxville wins 3-1. So here are your totals. Knoxville 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They leave 9. Rocket City 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. They leave 4. Santos the win. Mitch Ferris, the tough luck loser. He falls to 0-5. 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs all earned, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. A.J. Puckett gets his 12th save of the season. That's a league. He's now 12 of 12 in that category. He tosses a scoreless 9th, no hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Time of game was 2 hours and 24 minutes, and the attendance 3,638. Again, Knoxville a 3-1 winner over Rocket City. So there's a look at what happened last night. We'll take a break on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at scores and standings from around the Southern League. That's all coming up right after this as you listen to Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results. As nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
At Mad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Mad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Mad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Mad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back with you on the pregame show, still getting ready for first pitch as Rocket City takes on Knoxville in Game 2 of a 6-game series momentarily. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scores from around the Southern League last night. We'll begin with a bit of an odd circumstance over in Pensacola. It was Biloxi. We'll begin with a bit of an odd circumstance over in Pensacola. It was Biloxi and the Blue Wahoos. They had their game suspended in the first inning due to rain. Why they got that game underway, I don't really know. But it was a suspended game. At last check, it was 4-2. Biloxi leading Pensacola. They are in the 7th inning of a doubleheader today. They got to play 9 in Game 1 and then 7 in Game 2. Long day of baseball down in Pensacola. Meanwhile, over in Birmingham, it was Chattanooga defeating the Barons. Final there was 3-1. And finally, Columbus and Montgomery. They were postponed due to rain. Boy, it just continues to rain in Montgomery, doesn't it? They were postponed due to rain, and they are playing a doubleheader as we speak. Here's a look at the standings as we enter play today for the second half. Knoxville is now 4-3, a full game up on Birmingham. The Barons are at 3-4. Chattanooga a game and a half back at 2-4 on the year. Meanwhile, Rocket City has lost, like we said, 16 in a row. They are 0-7 for the second half, and they are 4 games off the pace. In the South, it is Montgomery 6-0. They've won 6 in a row, all of those over the Trash Pandas. They're a game and a half up on Pensacola. The Blue Wahoos are 4-1. Meanwhile, Biloxi has won 3 straight. They are 4-2 and 2 games back. Meanwhile, Columbus brings up the rear at 2-4. They are 4 games off the pace. They have lost 3 in a row. Got a couple of minutes here. Let's go ahead and give you a quick update on the Major League scoreboard. A lot of afternoon games on this Wednesday. The Rays top the A's from Steinbrenner Field. Score there was 6-5. Pirates shut out the Cardinals 5-0 in Pittsburgh. They've got a doubleheader tonight in Philadelphia. It was the Padres defeating the Phillies in Game 1 by the final of 6-4. Game 2 underway. It's 2-1 Phillies in the middle of the 5th inning from Philadelphia. Meanwhile, also a doubleheader from D.C. The Tigers win Game 1 over the Nationals by the final score of 11-2. Nationals out to a 2-0 lead in the 3rd inning of the second game. Yet another doubleheader. This one in New York as the Brewers defeated the Mets in Game 1 7-2. Right now in Game 2, they are in the top of the second, scoreless between the Brewers and Mets. Angels out to an early 2-0 lead on the Braves from Atlanta. Blue Jays shutting out the Yankees 5-0, bottom 1 from Toronto, and the Reds and Red Sox are just underway. That'll do it for the pregame show. We'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1 year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Toyota Field. Josh Carey, Chris Harris with you as we're about ready for this one. Rocket City has already taken the field, but Chris, the Trash Panda is trying to snap a 16-game losing streak. But one of the bright spots has been Travis Blankenhorn.
He has 6 home runs over his last 8 games now since he's come off the IL. He's hitting .306 in 14 games. He's been good.
We are ready for the national anthem. Let's go down to the field for that. That is the Lindsay Lane Baptist Praise Team. Wonderful job on their end as we are ready to go with this one. Trash Pandas and Smokies, game 2 of 6. Like we mentioned, Chris, it's been a rough go for the Trash Pandas, but Travis Blankenhorn playing well. They're also going to turn to Sam Aldegheri, who frankly hasn't pitched well of late. He's hoping to turn the tide tonight.
He struggled, Josh, but he's had good career numbers against Knoxville. 3 starts in his career, 1-0, 1.72 ERA, 20 strikeouts, 8 walks, 15 2/3 innings. So there's a bright spot we can look at. We're searching for some bright spots, and that's one of them. And, feel good about tonight. I think tonight might be the night they can break this streak.
You know what's funny is, and we were talking about this just moments ago, look, 16 games is 16 games, and it's not fun. We get that. But really, over the last 7 ball games, I would say 5 of them have been very close. 4 of them were 1-run ball games. You had a 2-run affair last night. It's not like they're getting blown out night to night. You just need a couple of breaks to go your way, and hopefully tonight will be the case for the Trash Pandas. Aldegheri goes through his warm-up pitches. Here's the starting lineup for the Smokies, who are 33-36 on the year. They are 4-3 for the second half of the year. Corey Joyce will lead it off and play second base. Pedro Ramirez hits second and plays third. Pablo Aliendo in the 3 spot. He'll be the designated hitter. BJ Murray bats cleanup. He's over at first. Jordan Wogu in the 5 spot will patrol center field. Felix Stevens will hit 6 and play right. Ethan Hearn making his series debut. He will hit 7th and do the catching. Andy Garriola, who made his AA debut last night, will bat 8th and play left field. And Ray Vaj Garcia is in the 9 spot over at short. The defense for the Trash Pandas, left to right, Redfield, Rada, and Colas. Third to first, Guzman, Mershon, Goebel, and Brown. Behind the plate, Emerson, and again on the hill, Sam Aldegheri, 2-6, 8.527 ERA. Your umpires for tonight's game, behind the plate calling the balls and strikes is Daniel Bythway. At first is Shane Sullivan, and your third base umpire is Paul Romer. Rocket City in the camouflage tops tonight with white bottoms, black lettering across the front of the jersey. It says Rocket on top, City on bottom in all capital letters, black numeral on the back, and the black cap with the intertwined RC white emblem in the middle. As for the Smokies, they are looking fancy schmancy for a second straight night. Powder blue tops, gray bottoms. It says Smokies across the front of the jersey in red lettering with yellow trim, capital S on Smokies. The lettering is cursive, red numeral on the back with gold trim, and also they've got the blue cap as the first pitch is skied into left field. Charging toward the line is Blankenhorn making the running catch, and I beg your pardon, that's Redfield making the running catch as Joyce goes after the first pitch he sees. First pitch is at 6:34, 85 degrees at first pitch. One pitch, one out.
Feels great out here, by the way.
Yes.
And good to have a quick out for Sam Aldegheri. He's put together some solid innings. It seems like he's been bitten by the big inning, and seen that pitch count. He did go 5 innings in that start against Montgomery last week, but just trying to find that consistency.
First pitch to Ramirez is a fastball. That's called a strike. It's 0-1. Ramirez, 294, 6 homers, 46 runs driven in. Command's also been a little bit of an issue for Sam as well. A lot of deep counts, a lot of 2-2, 3-2 type of counts as he'll go back to work, and the next offering is a changeup that misses away. It will go to 1-1 on Ramirez.
Tends to have the ball sail on him at times. I don't know if it's his follow through, the end of his release, or that finish on his pitches, but if he can work down in the zone, he really gets punished when he leaves things up, as most pitchers do.
Next pitch is another changeup that sailed high, and it will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Keep an eye on that. You may have just seen it on your screen. Sam had to shield the sun with his hand as he retrieved that ball back from Emerson. This is a difficult time of day for anyone who's basked in the sunlight. 2-1. That was a curveball in the dirt, 3-1.
As we get closer to some of the longest days of the year, maybe we've just gone past the longest days of the year, that shadow right now, basically if you're a hitter, that ball's in the sunshine and goes into the shadow. Some ballparks, that shadow's right in the middle between home and the pitcher's mound.
3-1 by Sam. Fastball, looping liner into left field. Redfield can't get to that one. In fact, he took a circuitous route to that ball as Ramirez punched it into left. That's his first hit of the series. And 1 on with 1 out for Pablo Aliendo. The designated hitter at 234 with 6 homers and 26 driven in. Again, back to the Smokies jersey. It says Knoxville across the front end. Cursive lettering, capital K, lowercase everything else in red with yellow trim. Red numeral on the back with yellow trim. And Knoxville tonight wearing the all blue cap with the red, white, and blue Cubby emblem in the middle. A check over at first. Aldegheri fires away. And a curveball swung through a miss. It's 0-1. They also have red and blue piping down the sides of both their shirt sleeves, shoulders, and down the sides of the jersey as well. 0-1 on the right-handed hitter. Even with the bag at third is Guzman, holding the runner at first. Brown shaded up the middle to second baseman Goebel. Next pitch, slider, broken back grounder to short. Up, they go to second out there. Relay to first, in time there. 6-4-3. Mershon to Goebel to Brown. And just like that, the inning is over for Sam Aldegheri. In the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. End of half a frame. It's Knoxville nothing, Rocket City coming to bat. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires autopay and paperless billing. Price for Internet 300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments. The firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves. Because every milestone matters. And we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the first inning, the Smokies come up empty in the top half. Now the Trash Pandas will come to the plate with a record of 24-51 overall, 0-7 for the second half. Nelson Rada leads it off and plays center field. Travis Blankenhorn, who we mentioned moments ago, hits second. He'll be the designated hitter. Denzer Guzman will bat third. He'll play the hot corner. Sam Brown in the cleanup spot tonight over at first. Oscar Colas will move down a peg to the 5 spot and play right field. Hitting 6 is David Mershon. He's at short. Ben Goebel will hit 7th to play second. Miles Emerson behind the dish hitting 8th. And Joe Redfield hits 9th out on left field as the first pitch is hit foul at home plate by Rada. It is 0-1 as he faces Nick Dean, 1-2, a 4.18 ERA. First time the Trash Pandas are getting a look at him. Even with the bag, off the line at third is Ramirez. Near the line at first is Murray. Dean fires away and looked like a curveball that skipped in the dirt to the backstop. Even at a ball and a strike. The defense for the Smokies, left to right, Garriola, Wogu, and Stevens. Third to first, Ramirez, Garcia, Joyce, and Murray. Behind the plate, Hearn, and again on the hill is Dean. Next pitch to Nelson. There's a strike. Give him a fastball, and it says 2-2 on the video board, so we'll go with that. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nelson down to 283 with a homer, 6 RBI. He's been scuffling a little bit of late, but then again, so has everyone else. He'll dig back in as playing back now. Off the line at third is Ramirez. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball rolled softly to first. Up, running to the bag in time, the first baseman Murray, as Rada grounds out. 3 unassisted, 1 away in the first inning. For Travis Blankenhorn, 216 with 6 homers and 17 driven in. For Nick Dean, he's 24 years young. Last pitched on the 25th against Birmingham. Took the loss 8-6. 5 1/3 innings, 8 hits, and 5 earned runs. Struck out 2 in that game, but didn't walk anyone, as the fastball is a strike, 0-1. In fact, he's kept the walks down. He's only walked 5 in 23 2/3 innings. He's also struck out 25 in that span. Now to Philadelphia. Here's the 0-1. Fastball going to miss low. Even at a ball and a strike. As a fastball, a changeup, a slider, and a curve. The big 4, former Maryland Terrapin. 19th round choice. Well off the line at third, Ramirez. It's the 1-1. That's called a strike. A changeup on the inside corner. Going to go to 1-2 on Blankenhorn.
And Josh, that's his most reliable pitch. He has good command with it and induces a ton of ground balls. That's kind of one of his priorities on the hill.
Next offering, called strike 3. Changeup, that missed the zone. It was low, according to pitch tracks, but rung up is Blankenhorn by Daniel Bythway. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Dean, out number 2 in the first inning. And here's Denzer Guzman. Fans, it's Wednesday, and it was Taco Mama that fed the Trash Pandas front office as part of its Team Feed program. At Taco Mama, they believe in supporting our local businesses and serving guests the freshest ingredients possible. 5 locations in the greater Huntsville area to best serve you. Taco Mama, stay hungry and be thirsty. As the first pitch is off the plate, 1-0 to Denzer, 217, 8 dingers, and 35 driven in. Dean, 3rd team All-Big Ten while with the Turtles in 2022. 1-0 is a fastball down and away. 2-0, that's the former stomping grounds of current Crimson Tide head coach Rob Vaughn. Denzer will stand back in. Off the line at first is Murray. 2-0. And there's a fastball called a strike. It'll go to 2-1 on Guzman, who went 1 for 3, had a triple last night, but was left stranded at third. Only 3 hits for Rocket City yesterday. Next pitch. Swung and hit foul behind us. A towering pop-up by Denzer that lands on the roof of Toyota Field. It'll go to 2-2.
Well, back to Dean real quickly. Fastball in the low to mid-90s. He has a lot of horizontal movement. You're seeing that really comes from his arm angle and his slot out there on the mound. But curve and slider, those are some kind of pitches that are works in progress for him. But watch the horizontal movement.
2-2. Just missed the corner. It was off the plate, a fastball that sat at 90. It'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitting Guzman. Last year, Dean split time between the single-A affiliates, Myrtle Beach and South Bend. 3-2. Called strike 3. Fastball over the lower outside corner. Rung up is Guzman in a nice first inning for Nick Dean as he strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces, both of them by way of looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Trash Pandas in the first. We'll move to the second. No score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top of the Northrop Grumman second inning. No score. Rocket City and Knoxville 2-4. The Tennessee fellas will be the middle part of the order. Murray, Wogu, and Stevens against Sam Aldegiri, who looked strong in the first. Did give up a single, but also got a double play ball to get out of the inning. So here's Murray, 222, 13 homers, 47 driven in. And the first pitch fastball called a strike over the inner half. It's 0-1. Like I said, it was a rough go for Aldegiri last week against Montgomery. Went 5 innings as the fastball missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of which were earned. Struck out 2 but walked 4. But if there's a silver lining at all, here's the 1-1 on the way. And the changeup misses low. It'll go to 2 balls and a strike. His final inning was a 1-2-3 inning. As much as he had struggled over the 3rd and 4th innings, he went out there in the 5th, retired the side in order, and frankly, it was the best he had looked in probably about a month or so. Off the line at first is Brown. 2-1. Fastball high and tight, 3-1. Dom Chidi and Ron Verlone were both there last week. Dom is the minor league pitching coordinator for the Angels, and Ron is one of their roving instructors. They were in town, and I know they were working with Sam on his mechanics as he'll look back in. The 3-1. Fastball cut through and missed. 90 on that pitch by Aldegiri. It'll go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's very much a work in progress, but boy, you see the talent as he'll go from the third base side of the rubber. And stepping out will be Murray. Always wears a bandana of the Italian flag underneath his cap. Aw. Yeah, there's one of our four-legged friends here on Dog Day. Next pitch is sliced along the line and right. Long run for Colas. He'll watch it land foul onto the berm. And it will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's kind of the time where, Sam sometimes can get into trouble putting guys away, and it's easier said than done, but these deep counts, and this will be pitch number 7 coming up in this at-bat.
Here's the payoff pitch. That one again fought off to the right. And it stays at 3-2. And that's part of the development of a young pitcher, is looking for that out pitch, that go-to pitch where you can put guys away. Right now he's still trying to figure that out. But this is what I've been talking about. A lot of these deep counts that really run up his pitch count. 3-2 on the way. Fastball lobbed into right, but right at Colas. He'll jog in a couple steps and make the catch. That'll be the first out of the Northrop Grumman second inning for Jordan Wogu. 244, no homers, and 11 driven in. For Sam, this will be an interesting ball game in another regard. This is his 4th appearance against Knoxville this season, so you know they've got a pretty good scouting report on him. He last pitched against the Smokies on May 1st, and it was frankly his best outing of the year. First pitch on the way. Another curveball that just missed off the plate. It's 1-0. In that game on the first, he went 7 shutout innings. He struck out 8 and allowed only 5 hits. Got the win 5-3 in that game. Walked 3 as well. 1-0. Another let up. There's a strike, a curveball again. You're seeing a little more of the curveball so far by Aldeguerri in this one as the count evens at 1-1. Next offering. Fastball. There's a strike on the inside corner. It will go to 1-2. He also faced the Smokies in back-to-back outings on April 8th and April 13th, combined to go 8 2/3 innings with 2 no decisions. Pitches in the dirt that time, a slider. And it will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gave up 3 earned runs on 4 hits in the 4-8 game. And then on 4-13, he went 4 2/3 scoreless, struck out 6. He's had some success against these guys as the 2-2. Swung on, popped up. Shallow right center, out is Goebel, over is Colas. Colas, the right fielder, puts it away. 2 up, 2 gone in the Northrop Grumman second inning for Felix Stevens. As we'll look at it again, routine play here by Colas as Wogu pops to right. Stevens 203 with a homer and 9 runs driven in. I know he hasn't had much of a season, but I'll tell you what, he's got maybe the best nickname in all the Southern League, Chris. The Big Flex.
Yep.
As the first pitch cut on and missed, 0-1, and he looks like a big flex, man. You don't want to face him in an alley as it's 0-1. Aldeguerri will peer back into the right-handed hitter. And fastball is low, going to even out a ball and a strike. Stevens, cool 6'4", 225 out of Havana, Cuba. Near the line at third is Guzman. Off the line at first, Brown. 1-1. Fastball, pop foul over everyone's head out of the stadium. It's 1-2, and Aldeguerri will look to finish the inning. Stevens was 1 for 4 last night, scored a run and bounced into a double play. The right-handed hitter steps back in. Off the line at first is Brown. The pitch. Curveball. That one sailed high, though. It will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. One more game left on the home side of this 6-game series. That'll be tomorrow, 6:05. First pitch is a special Independence Eve ball game. As the pitch misses high and away, a changeup. It's 3-2, and then we hit the road, go to Knoxville, and play 3 more up there. Aldeguerri with a deep breath and the payoff pitch. Hit hard and foul past third. Making the call over there, third base umpire Paul Romer. As it'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dinzer Guzman getting the start over there. They've really made it an important part of his development to learn to play third base. You may have heard there's a pretty good shortstop for the Angels right now. We'll look in, 3-2. In the dirt. Missed with a slider, so another 3-2 count, and Stevens coaxes a walk. Walk number 1 by Aldeguerri, 1 on with 2 out for Ethan Hearn.
One thing to note, Josh, about tomorrow, there is a very limited quantity of patio-level seating still available for tomorrow's game. Of course, post-game fireworks presented by SAIC. Once they're gone, only standing room only tickets are available, and this offer only available in person or by phone, so just a very limited patio-level seats available.
Lefty on lefty, first pitch cut on and missed by Hearn. It's 0-1, and for those new to town, that is the hottest ticket of the year here at Toyota Field, that Independence Day game, Independence Day or Independence Day Eve. As Aldeguerri will look back in. 0-1 to Hearn. Fastball, lofted foul off to the left. It's 0-2. Hearn 208, 4 homers and 15 driven in. He's one of the catchers on this Knoxville roster. A local product, local, statewide product. He's out of Mobile. 6th round draft choice out of Mobile Christian High School. And now time called as The left-handed hitter will step out. He was a 6th-round pick in 2019, so he's been around a minute. Leading away at first is Stevens as Hearn will stand back in. Shaded up the middle, Mershon almost directly behind the bag at second. Third base side of the rubber. Here's the 0-2. Swung, hit foul, straight back to the screen. It will stay at 0-2 as Sam already passed 30 pitches at this point after he worked a 9-pitch first inning. Brown holding the runner at first. Hearn, slightly open stance. Here's the 0-2. Curveball, roll, right side, ranging, knocking it down. Can anyone cover? Throw back to first, just in time to get Hearn, and the inning is over. Brown went for that ball, couldn't get to it. Goebel, the second baseman, went to his left, fielded it in the shallow right field grass, and Brown immediately had to retreat to first base. Just got there in time to take the throw from Goebel, and the side is retired 4-3. In the Northrop Grumman second, no runs, no hits, no errors, one left. Bottom second on its way, no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long. Strike three! You're out! Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Northrop Grumman second inning, Rocket City and Knoxville scoreless as we go to the bottom half. Fans, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. It'll be Brown, Colas, and Mershon due up in the Northrop Grumman second after Rocket City win 1-2-3 in the first against Nick Dean, who struck out 2 of the 3 men he faced. Running on lefty, first pitch, and Brown hits the first offering foul. Back behind everyone. It will go to 0-1. Sam 0 for 4 last night. He's been slumping, only .257 now for the season. Also grounded into a game-ending double play. He'll wait. Next pitch by Dean. Threw him another curveball. That will miss high. 1 ball and 1 strike, and that's the hard thing. When you're losing as many games as Rocket City has, that puts a lot of pressure on the guys who have been consistent offensively all year, and that's a guy like Brown, who now loops one into shallow right, charging toward the line and making the chest-high catch is Murray off the bat of Brown. 1 away in the Northrop Grumman second for Oscar Colas.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to find a way to create your own intensity, and it's such a, baseball is a team sport, but it's a very individualized sport as well, and got to find that just motivation within yourself every day.
Curveball misses inside 1-0, and here's enough motivation. You want to make it in this game, you got to put up the numbers. So you just hope that continues to be a mantra for a lot of guys as they try to climb out of this. The fastball is scalded into left field, starting in, now drifting back, still going at the track, reaching up and making the catch is Garriola. He got a late start on that ball. Lining out to left is Colas. 2 quick outs in the Northrop Grumman second for David Mershon. Before he stands in, let's give our station a chance to identify itself. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio, WZZN.
So here's Mershon, 184 with a homer and 2 RBI. First pitch, going to be a fastball that hits the lower inside corner. It'll go to 0-1 on the left-handed hitter. And when I say that, it's okay to be a little selfish in this sport.
Sure.
In that, you obviously got to put up the numbers in order to get promoted. Next pitch, a fastball foul to the screen, 0-2. And it works well because, as you said, it's a team sport, but it's more individualized than, say, football or basketball. And so you can get away with that. But it just comes down to what you can do on the field. And now Rocket City just looking for some answers as Mershon is ready to go. 0-2 is a fastball that sails high and away.
And the thing is, Josh, you look up and down this lineup, and everybody in this lineup has experienced success. Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter of finding that within each guy and getting it out. It just, unfortunately, everybody's kind of slumping at the same time.
Including Mershon, who waves at the changeup low in the zone. He strikes out. Strikeout number 3 for Dean, who again puts up a 1-2-3 inning in the Northrop Grumman second inning. Strikeout number 3. We'll go to the third inning. Still no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1 year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Top of the Beds Express third inning, still no score. Rocket City and Knoxville due up for the Smokies against Sam Aldeguerri will be the 8-9-1 hitters. Garriola, Garcia, and Joyce against Aldeguerri, who's allowed a single and a walk through 2 scoreless innings. First pitch is a fastball that caught the inside corner, but was called inside by Daniel Bythway. It's 1-0. Garriola, with his first AA game last night, went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Next pitch. And the 1-0 sails inside another fastball. 2 balls and no strikes on Garriola, who hails from Pasadena, California. Off the line at first is Brown. 2-1 from Sam. There's the curveball, and that sails inside. 3 balls and no strikes on the right-handed hitter. And this has been an issue for Aldeguerri as well, falling behind in the count. Let's see if he can come back here against the young right-handed hitter. Hit .220 at Myrtle Beach before the promotion. 3-0, fastball hit behind everyone and out of the stadium onto the roof of Toyota Field. Goes to 3 balls and a strike. We were talking about the slump a little bit last inning. I kind of want to bring something up for a lot of folks as the look in. 3-1. Fastball will miss high. A 5-pitch walk to Garriola. He'll trot to first in an inauspicious start to the third inning. Walk number 2 by Aldeguerri. 1 on with no one out for Ray Vaj Garcia, the .253 hitter with an RBI. This could be a bunting situation. He was 1 for 3 last night. But I've been really pleased with the fans. I do go to social media, and I look at what people write.
Come on, man. It's just noise.
Here's the set and the pitch. Curveball, a strike. It's 0-1, and most of the fans get it. I mean, look, the guys want to win. That's part of development, but at the end of the day, the primary purpose is development and getting these guys ready to play Major League Baseball one day. Pitch is slapped to second, up. They go to second, now there, relay to first, in time there. 4-6-3. How did Gary try to knock that ball down? But fortunately for the Trash Pandas, he didn't get a piece of it and went past him. And Johnny on the spot was Goebel. He did an underhand shovel to Mershon at second before David turned it over at first for the second double play of the game.
Yeah, so far so good for Sam. He's issued a couple of walks, and both of those walks have been erased. Well, the single in the first inning was erased on the double play, but each of the walks hasn't hurt him so far.
2 out, no one on for Corey Joyce, who takes a curveball in there for a strike 0-1. But anyway, most fans, I think, understand that these guys are learning and they're growing. There's some who don't, to be quite candid. Here's the 0-1. Fastball rolled to third. I'll make my point when we come back. Moving to his left is Guzman. He'll fire on to first in time. 5-3 on the putout. And the Smokies are quickly done in the Beds Express third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. Bottom 3 on its way, no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services delivers professional lawn care, mosquito and flea tick control around Toyota Field. Creating a winning lineup of lawns at homes across Huntsville and Madison County, TDI Services pledges home run lawn care and pest service with our innovative biological practices, using fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call 888-556-7985 to transform your lawn and save.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the Beds Express third inning, Rocket City and Knoxville scoreless. Fans slide into Beds Express for a winning night's sleep, official mattress partner of your home team dreams. Duo for the Trash Pandas, bottom third of the order. Goebel, Emerson, and Redfield against Nick Dean, who has pitched 2 perfect innings so far. Goebel, 235, no homers, and 4 driven in. He had an RBI double last night. Righty on righty against Goebel. Dean goes to work. First pitch. Fastball just off the plate. It's 0-1. Anyway, what I was about to say is most fans understand that development is the primary purpose here. There's some who don't. And I think what I want to get across is...
What do you mean, Josh?
Well, if you would stop interrupting me. Pitch is slapped up the middle into left center field for a base hit as Goebel picks up the first hit of the game for Rocket City. Unless you are Zach Neto or Christian Moore or Nolan Shonowell, most of these guys have purchased a lottery ticket by signing a contract with any major league team to play minor league baseball. The chances of getting to the majors and staying there are very slim for everyone. So when you come to the ballpark and you see the guys struggling like they are, they're chasing their dream. Mm-hmm. And it's a tough road to hope, especially when you're in the midst of a 16-game losing streak. Runner goes. The pitch is slapped right side for a hit. At second is Goebel. Makes the turn. He's going to head for third. The throw by Stevens not in time. Off the bag is Emerson. Throw back not in time as good base running by Emerson. Coming up throwing was Stevens. He got it to Ramirez without a hop. Ramirez had to come off the bag to field the ball. Fired back to first, but able to dive back in was Emerson. A perfect hit and run that time. And Rocket City has runners at the corners with no one out for Joe Redfield. But anyway, when they're struggling and they're going through something like this, it makes the journey that much harder. So just know that when you come to the ballpark, you're watching guys chase a dream just like anyone is chasing whatever it is they're going after in life. So let's support them along the way. Righty on lefty as Redfield will dig in. He squares the bunt and he hits it foul. Back to the screen. Runner was not breaking from third. It's 0-1.
Yeah, it was going to be a safety squeeze. I don't hate it, to be honest. And Joe playing in his first game since June 19th, coming off the IL. Good to see him back healthy because we've seen a lot of positive things from Joe Redfield this year.
Especially defensively. 218 at the plate with 7 RBI. Righty on lefty. Let's see what they do here. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw him a four-seam fastball that time. It's 0-2. When you're looking to pick up runs, which has been an issue for Rocket City really all year long, sometimes you got to make things happen. I agree with you. I really like that bunt attempt on the first offering. Here's the 0-2. Swung and popped up into shallow center. This won't do anything. In is Wogu. He makes the Bill High catch. Runner bluffs from third, but he won't go anywhere as that is a perfect throw on one hop. The home plate. Redfield flies to center and his first at-bat since June 19th, like Chris alluded to. Now we go back to the top of the order, and Nelson Rada, who grounded to first his first time up. Rada, 0 for 5 in the series so far. Like I said, he's been scuffling a bit of late, but he's been the team's most consistent hitter all season long. He'll dig back in. Righty on lefty, first pitch. Big curveball that time, down and in, over the top when Rada. It's 0-1. Let's see, over his last 10 games, he's at 243. Does have a home run. That came on Saturday against Montgomery. A lot of room on the left side, even with the bag at third, Ramirez. Here's the 0-1. And the changeup misses down and away. Going to go to a ball and a strike on the left-handed hitter. Rada 16 RBI on the season, trying to get Rocket City out in front of this one. Leading at first, Emerson. Away at third is Goebel. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw him a changeup down and in to the left-handed hitter. It's 1-2. I mentioned Dean out of Maryland. Cubbies have had some success with former Terrapins. Matt Shaw, one of their top prospects. He's struggled so far in the early part of his major league career, but he's still fighting his way. In fact, he's with the Cubs currently. 1-2 on Rada. From the belt, Dean kicks and fires. Fastball cut through and missed. That's a big strikeout. Fastball high and away to Rada. He comes up empty. That'll be strikeout number 4 for Dean. 2 away in the Vets Express third inning, and it's going to take a 2-out hit from Travis Blankenhorn.
Just a gut punch. You know, I mean, you got some guys, and obviously Redfield coming off the IL, but, you know, Nelson, he's 19 years old. He's a really good player. You got to come through there.
Yeah. Open stance for the left-handed hitter. First pitch to Blankenhorn, a wave and a miss. You described Dean to a T during break, Chris. He is a junk baller, and right now Rocket City trying to bear down on him.
Well, I mean, it sounds derogatory, but he mixes it well. That changeup's really good, and it's in the upper 70s.
0-1. Fastball ripped into right. There's a base hit. Blankenhorn comes through. Emerson at second. He's going to stop there. In from third is Goebel. Rocket City in front, 1-0. And this is why you sign minor league veterans like him to come through in situations like that as he picks up both Rada and Redfield.
You groove an 89-mile-an-hour fastball, and a guy like Blankenhorn is going to rip that baseball like he did into right field. And good for Blankenhorn. We talked about him in the open, Josh, about how hot he is. He's now been on base in 13 of his last 15 games, and he's really become a reliable weapon.
His 18th RBI of the season, his first hit of this series. And here's Denzer Guzman. Let's see if he can keep the beat going. Righty on righty. First pitch on the way. Fastball, there's a strike, and it's 0-1 on the right-handed hitter. That was actually off the plate according to pitch tracks, but Dean got the call.
Last night was Denzer with that triple. That was his 23rd extra base hit. That's 6 in the Southern League now.
Stepping off the rubber is Dean.
Love to see him have an extra base hit right here.
Blankenhorn, we haven't seen a lot of it, but he runs pretty well at first. One in the gap could score him. As the next pitch is down and away, a slider. Going to even at 1-1 on the right-handed hitter. So 1-0 Rocket City with its first lead of the series. Wind not a factor as it drifts very gently out toward left. Check back by Dean. Next offering. Fastball lifted into deep left. Going back, Arriola. Track, wall, and it's gone. Denzer Guzman. A mammoth shot over the left field wall. He hit it to left center where it goes at that hard right angle. His team leading 9th home run of the season. RBI 36, 37, and 38. There's the big blow. It's 4-0.
And listen to this crowd. I mean, they get excited for home runs, but that one meant just a little bit more. A triple last night, and that is his team-leading 24th extra base hit on the season. And boy, did it come at a great time. And these runs scoring with 2 outs.
Yes. And 2 of your bigger offensive threats have come through. Here's Sam Brown, who flew out to right his first time. Righty on lefty as the first pitch by Dean. Fastball fouled straight back. It's 0-1 to the left-handed hitter. So 4-0. Boy, that makes everyone feel good. We haven't had a whole lot to smile about the last 2 weeks. Brown flew out to right his first time up. Dean, high leg kick the pitch. Swung on and missed. Another slider. It's at 0-2 and a chance for Dean to finish off the inning. But when we talk about development, it's been really fun to see a guy like Denzer. I know he's a little streaky as a hitter, but the power numbers are up, and he's a lot better than he was last season. That's going to be interesting to see how he does over these final couple months and maybe even into 2026. 0-2 to Brown. From the belt, next offering is a fastball that's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Got to make Sam Aldegari feel a little bit better, too, pitching with a 4-run lead.
1-2. And the dirt, even at 2-2, and that should be noted as well. Sam hasn't had too many leads to work with, and when he has, they've been minimal. But this is a sizable advantage as we play the bottom of the third. And now can you make it hold up? Brown stands back in. Off the line at third, Ramirez. 2-2. Just missed low. That was a changeup. And it will run to 3 balls and 2 strikes on Sam Brown as he works the count. 3 singles and a 3-run bomb have given Rocket City a 4-0 lead in this one. Dean kicks and fires. Called strike 3. That one just clipped the lower inside corner on a changeup. Brown caught looking. That is strikeout number 5 for Dean. Rocket City is done, but they get 4 runs, all earned on 4 hits, including a 3-run homer by Denzer Guzman. No errors in the inning, and no one left on base. At the end of the Veds Express third, 4-0 Trash Pandas. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1-year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Top of the fourth inning, Trash Pandas lead at 4-0. Here to give you the next four is Chris Harris.
Thanks, Josh. Well, it's nice to see a 4-0 lead. Aldegary's first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. A fastball. Got a distance on that, 412 feet.
Ooh.
On the home run for Denzer Guzman. Pedro Ramirez swings and fouls one straight back and out of play. And ball hits three different levels before coming down, and a young lady picks up that baseball.
Well, you see a fan from Dade County try to make that play, and they're not very good at that. Went off their hands.
Bring your glove. It doesn't happen. 0-2 pitch. Bounces in the dirt low. Sam's thrown 43 pitches. Needed only 8 in the first inning. He threw a total of 24 pitches in the second. As he sits on 44 right now, he's gotten a couple of double plays turned behind him. Here's a slowly hit ground ball towards the left side. Backhanded play by Mershon. Low throw. And the ball's going to get by Brown over there to the sidewall, but it just bounces right back to him. And no harm, no foul, but Mershon with a bad throw here. Not an easy play, but he tried to rush it a bit and took Brown towards the home side of first. And it's really hard to pick a ball on that side. That'll be an E6, the first error of the ball game.
Yeah, he had a little bit more time than he thought, but in fairness, Ramirez runs very, very well. That's why he wanted to make a quick transfer, and very fortunate for Brown that he didn't get clobbered on that one, as he was right in the middle of the runner's lane when he tried to dig that one out.
It's tough to get that guy out anyway, but an error. We'll see if they can erase it. Runner goes, so down to second base. That was an amazing jump by Ramirez. And he swipes his 20th base of the season. He is putting together some kind of season so far. Came in batting .294, 6 home runs, 46 RBIs. Now he adds 20 stolen bases to his tally. Not to mention he's got 12 doubles and 3 triples. And are they going to send him back to first base?
Are they calling interference somewhere?
Well, he is not happy as he walks back to first base.
I completely missed what that could be.
I didn't either. So nonetheless, he's back at first base, erased that 20th stolen base. Aldegary deals when the pitch is popped up down the right field line, foul. That'll head towards where a lot of those dogs are tonight.
And the pitch counted as well, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, you know what? He hit the umpire. Emerson, when he tried to throw to second, he reached back and he caught home plate umpire Daniel Bythway.
Nice job by our production crew to get a good shot of that as Sam checks on that runner at first base.
But I got to ask, isn't the umpire the part of the field?
I don't know.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen on a throw down to second base make contact with the umpire. It's a good off-speed pitch in the dirt. Good changeup that time from Sam, and he picks up his first. I thought that was a 2-strike pitch. Apparently not. Well, even the live game feed has, the official stat portal here has that was strike 3 as well, but now it's still 0-2. Maybe they just erased that pitch. Here's the 0-2 now again. A check swing. He did go. The appeal, yes, he did, as he threw a slider that time. And that now is his first strikeout of the ball game. And that'll bring in B.J. Murray with a runner at first base. Good slider this time. Get a chance to see, yep. That's a bat broke the plane. He broke the wrist. And B.J. Murray stands in 4-0 after a 3-run home run by Denzer Guzman. All the runs in that inning coming with 2 outs as Murray grounds one foul down the third base line. Lance Reimel, their manager, running after that baseball.
So according to the rule book, when a catcher's throw to retire a stolen base attempt hits the home plate umpire, it's typically considered umpire interference, resulting in a dead ball.
There you go. So erase the pitch. No balls on a strike as Aldegary checks, delivers, and the off-speed pitch is a ball. And that's tough for Ramirez because he got a great jump but right away, no argument from really anyone.
We've had a lot of issues with rules the last couple of days.
It's been crazy. 1-1 pitch. He ended her low. 2 balls and a strike on Murray, who has had our number this year. 4 home runs of his 13 coming against Rocket City. He's been on base in 8 consecutive games. He had 2 hits yesterday, including a double. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Murray. Off-speed pitch and a check swing. Bounced it foul. A good changeup that time from Aldegari. A lot of these Knoxville guys that have some pretty good numbers against us, but for the most part, nothing like Chattanooga, that's for sure. Murray stands in the right-handed side of that box to check on that runner again, and it's a good move by Sam, but didn't catch him leaning that time.
By the way, we were talking about the rule book and the home run on Sunday by Evan Edwards. We found out today that home run has officially been deleted from his stat line.
That was wild. We had a nice back and forth with the stats portal guys. Pitches low, a ball, runner goes, so down to second base is not in time. So he does end up getting his 20th stolen base, and that was a close play. A really nice tag attempt that time. The second baseman, Ben Goebel here. We'll take a second look. That was close. A tag coming on the lower body of Ramirez. So he's into second base now. That takes the double play ball out of order. And the count, a hitter's count for B.J. Murray. But yeah, we went back and forth because yesterday on our stat sheets, it still listed him with the 1 home run. So off-speed pitch there, gets a swing and miss, a changeup from Sam. And I felt kind of like an idiot at first because when I look back at the stats, and really in the middle of the morning this morning, for whatever reason, it disappeared.
Makes you feel better. I feel like an idiot every day.
3-2 pitch. He ended her low and he walked in. That's the 3rd walk issued by Aldegari. And that'll put runners at first and second base with 1 out. Miles Emerson going to go out to the mound and talk it over.
Well,
this starter.
Well, this is where you want to be really careful because we all know about his struggles of late. He's already walked 3 men in this ball game. Now the Smokies are 1 swing away from getting back into this contest. And he's also the second time through the order now, and he's allowed 2 of 4 men on base. So this is a tricky part of the ball game for Sam.
I'm a stat guru from BAM, Baseball Advanced Media, Craig Rodendone. As Andy Shansley going to come out and talk with the home plate umpire, Daniel Bythway, about something here.
Seems pretty cordial. By the way, Bythway, not the crew chief, that's Paul Romer. And now the umpires are going to come together.
We're going to talk about something.
Oh, so what they're going to talk about here is Andy Shansley thinks there was already strike 3 on Murray.
Huh.
Apparently there were 2 foul balls and then a called strike, and for whatever reason it was only strike 2 on according to the count of Daniel Bythway. You and I missed that one.
Yeah, we did.
Boy, what a wild inning.
So he's already at first base. Jordan Wogu's right outside the batter's box, and
I don't know if this is still the case for umpires. They used to have like a little clicker. Yeah, I don't think they have those anymore, but they use that to keep the count on the field, which is the official count, by the way. But it's really up to the home plate umpire to keep tabs on that, and now he's looking for help, and
this is taking a considerable amount of time for them potentially checking on the count.
We've had an umpire's interference and now a possible incorrect count.
Sam Aldegari going to toss back and forth with Miles Emerson here. Thanks for Matt Mitchie coming in here to let us know what was happening there. Of course, our pitch clock operator as well as...
And now Paul Romer, you see him on the walkie-talkie there. I think he's going to try to communicate something to our press row.
Yeah, he's talking it over with our pitch clock operator. Going back and let's see here.
We don't know where in the count.
We're going to go back and replay this entire at bat. Okay, that's 0-1.
We'll speed it up here.
And they're going over to talk to Lance Reimel in real time right now. Okay, 1-1.
2-1.
Should be 2-1.
That's 2-2.
2-2, yeah.
See, that was more of a check swing, though.
They're over there talking to Lance Reimel, manager for Tennessee or for the Knoxville Smokies.
So that was the umpire interference, I believe. Or was it?
No, that was the previous at bat.
And that's strike 3.
That
right
should have
there.
been strike 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, thanks to our production crew going back, replayed that at bat. So, yeah, it should have been strike 3.
And now they're trying to explain it to Lance Reimel, who, and you can kind of tell from his body language, he's a little irritated, and you can understand that.
So, Murray is...
And he's pointing at him right now, saying he's out, yeah.
So he doesn't walk. He is down on strikes. You rarely see this reversed. But they're breaking the news to B.J. Murray that he actually struck out, even though there was another pitch after he had supposedly struck out. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Continuing in at bat, he ends up drawing a walk, and now they go back after another pitch is thrown, and he is down on strikes.
Now, yeah, you got a runner at second with 2 out. That's correct, and I got to give Lance Reimel a lot of credit. I would have been
furious. Yeah, even if it is the right call. And I wonder if that last pitch counts for Aldegiri. I mean, it can't, I would imagine. That last one just for the fun of it, I guess, but it was an actual pitch, but
give the umpires some credit. They got it right.
They did get it right.
It's not the way you want to do it, but it works.
So 2 outs, runner at second base. My goodness. So a little bit of a delay there. We'll see how Aldegiri responds at a swing and a ground ball deep towards short. Diving play by Mershon. Throws past the third baseman, Guzman, but thankfully no harm, no foul. And I tell you what, he doesn't get to that baseball. That scores the run. And it's a 4-1 game, so Mershon at least saves a run there. And that's a base hit for Wogu, putting runners at the corners with 2 outs.
And that's a right decision to go to third. Now it's a bad throw, but again, you have a couple of guys near home plate, and Aldegiri and Emerson as well to knock that ball down. Fortunately, though, the runner Wogu didn't go to second.
I don't know that I've ever been a part of a broadcast where we had to rewind and at bat. Fast forward through it. Oh, man. Pitch downstairs for a ball to Felix Stevens. 2 on and 2 out. Love to put up a 0 after putting a 4 spot on the board in the bottom of the third. We're still in the top of the 4th inning. Had a umpire interference. And now that 1-0 pitch, a big swing and a miss on a good changeup.
2 very rare things, an umpire interference and then a missed count. But here's the thing. We talk about chasing dreams and guys learning. The umpires are learning too.
Of course, there is no replay, by the way, if you're wondering that. 1-1 pitch is swung on and lifted out towards right center field. Pretty well hit over his Colas, though. And he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. So Aldegiri gets in some trouble. The error, a base hit, a stolen base, but he's helped out by a count that was wrong that turned into being right, and an umpire interference in the 4th inning. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. 2 odd calls. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. They're up 4-1 on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
details. At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the 4th inning, it's 4-0 is your score as 2 left on base for the Smokies in the top of the inning. And we go to the bottom half, but a first pitch curveball is fouled straight back by Oscar Colas. It'll be the Cuban, Oscar Colas, then David Mershon and Ben Goebel.
So over the last 3 games, we've had a home run hit that wasn't, had an umpire interference, and a missed count. Love baseball.
0 pitch, another slow pitch. That was a 75-mile-an-hour changeup. And Colas was way out in front. It's quickly 0-2. Chris Harris and Josh Carey with you. It's really a gorgeous night. Should be another gorgeous night tomorrow. Temperature actually overnight supposed to get down below 70. Here's an 0-2 pitch on the way to Colas. Went with a fastball that time and missed up. It's 1-2. Remember, tomorrow we've got a very limited quantity of those patio tickets. No food involved with those, but the patio tickets available at the Wicks Family Foundation box office or by phone. There's an off-speed pitch, another one, and a called third strike on a 77-mile-an-hour changeup that was right down the middle. And Oscar a bit upset at himself that time. You see the good off-speed stuff from the right-hander Nick Dean. I'm going to bring in David Mershon. Mershon had a bunt single in yesterday's ball game, and he takes a first pitch strike. He's been on base in 7 of his last 8 games. He's done a nice job getting on base. Average is at 184 coming into play today. Next offering, that slow curveball bounces in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. He's played his college ball at Mississippi State. Dean, the pitcher out of Maryland. 1-1 pitch on the way to him. Off-speed pitch again. It's a strike. Curveball at 76.
It was wild over the weekend, Chris. We had Mississippi State Bulldogs all over the place. Mershon, Colton Ledbetter, Cameron James. Someone else I'm forgetting. Hunter Snowball. Quite the program.
Houston Harding on the 60-day injured list.
Hootie, as the kids call him.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Mershon. The pitch from Dean. It's an off-speed pitch. What do you know? It's low and outside, though, 77. Houston recently underwent surgery. And wishing him nothing but the best and a speedy recovery. 2-2 offering. Off-speed pitch misses down and in. A full count now on Mershon. He's yet to walk a batter. This has been a good at-bat. It's almost one of those instances, and of course, he's topping out his fastball at 88, 89, where you scoot up in the box a little bit. I think most guys have their specific areas they like to dig in. 3-2 offering is down and in, ball 4, narrowly misses, and that's the first walk issued by Dean. And you got a speedster on base now in Mershon, but especially with a couple of pitches in the 70s that he throws. Even that last pitch, a slider coming in at 79.
Well, let me ask you this, because your playing career went much further than mine. We'll wait after this pitch.
Check on that runner at first base, and Back in safely, Mershon.
But I think a lot of guys, what happens is they get so comfortable doing things a certain way.
Right.
If you do ask them to move up in the box, it just throws them off. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wrong?
No, you're right. Your setup is important. Pitch on the way, a slider there, a swing and a miss. The thing about moving up in the box, and I'm certainly no expert, you just want to kind of catch it a little bit before it breaks. But you also don't want to create something else.
That reminds me of something that happened last year, and I'll tell you about it.
0-1 pitch. Ground ball softly hit left side. Backhanded play by the shortstop. Garcia. Throw to first is not in time. So Ben Goebel beats out the throw from the shortstop Garcia. That's an infield base hit. And now 2 on with 1 out for Miles Emerson.
So Goebel, 2 of 2. This was a guy who played really well toward the end of last season at Rocket City and now trying to make way here in 2025 as well. But last year, when you came here with Mississippi for that home away from home series, David Fletcher, as you take a look at the replay here, bang bang at first base.
Whew.
He may have been out, to be honest.
I think he might have been out.
Well, anyway, David Fletcher, former Angel, now trying to make it as a pitcher with the Braves, throwing that knuckleball. Everyone was saying how the Trash Pandas had to move up in the box, and it wasn't until about the 5th inning they started getting the idea, and once they did that, they wailed off on it. But when it's something like a knuckleball, something as funky as that, you really have to commit yourself to making some changes at the plate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're always going to be behind.
Yeah, I mean, the theory there is, you get closer, you're going to catch that curveball, that slider, that changeup out in front a little bit more. A chance to see it a little bit better possibly as well. But you look at the marks in the batter's box, pretty easy to see. Both runners going to take off. Pitch is low. Throw to third is offline and not in time. A double steal for Mershon and Goebel. And now a good RBI opportunity here for Miles Emerson. Stolen base number 3 for Mershon. Stolen base number 1 for Goebel.
This is what the Trash Pandas were doing during that streak in late May and early part of June where they either split or won 3 consecutive series. They would get guys on base and they would put them on the move trying to loosen up the defense. Right now it's working tonight.
Infield comes in for the Smokies, and he throws that slider that misses low and outside. It's 2-0. Playing some winning baseball so far today. Had a hit and run that worked successfully earlier. Nice executed double steal there. You've turned a couple of double plays. And a very well-played game so far. Of course, the 3-run home run helps too. The 2-0. It's just a little bit downstairs. Called a ball. And it's 3-0 on Miles Emerson. First base is unoccupied. On deck is Joe Redfield. The reason the infield's in, it's a 4-0 game. You always think about being one swing of the bat away from tying a game. That's why the 4th run's important. Off-speed pitch. He throws it in there for a strike. A curveball at 73 miles an hour. You come back with a fastball at 88. Looks like a Nolan Ryan fastball coming at you. 3 balls and a strike on Miles. The pitch to him. Swing and a line drive. Base hit center field. He hung it. 1 run scores. Here comes Goebel. He's going to score. And it's 6-0 Trash Pandas. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Miles Emerson with RBI numbers 16 and 17.
Just solid fundamental baseball all the way around, right? Get them on, get them over, and get them in. You got them on via a walk and a single, then a double steal, and that sets up Emerson, who has probably been one of your more steady offensive ball players on the year. Veteran leader coming through in the clutch yet again.
So you got Emerson's 2 for 2, Goebel's 2 for 2, and you've got 6 runs on 6 hits. Now it's Joe Redfield, runner at first base, and he swings and misses there on that 77-mile-an-hour changeup.
By the way, a right-hander getting loose for the Smokies.
Got that wide open stance for Redfield. The 0-1 to him. It's downstairs. And it counts even, a ball and a strike. For a guy to be successful.
And by the way, that's number 35, Frankie Scalzo Jr. Not to be confused with Frankie Scalzo Sr.
Here's a 1-1 to Redfield. Pitch inside, a ball. There's a fastball at 89. But for a guy like this to be successful, you've got to work ahead. You got to throw strikes. You start working from behind. You see what happened with Emerson. You just left one right over the middle of the plate. And Emerson waited back on it and tattooed it. A guy like this, you also got to have that opposite field approach as well. Try to hit everything the other way. Here's a swing and a ball blooped out towards shallow center field. This is trouble coming on. It's going to drop out there at shallow center field. Joyce couldn't get to it, the second baseman. And Wogu could not from center field. And that's a bloop single. 4 consecutive now have reached for Rocket City. First and second. Only one out. And back to the top of the lineup in Nelson Rada.
Tell you what, when you're going right, you're going right. It's like 2 weeks worth of frustration has built up into the last 2 innings, as we're going to get a visit from Jamie Vermelier. But, you know, we were wondering if tonight would finally be the night, and we still got a ways to go in this one. But Rocket City well on their way, as hopefully that'll get Redfield going after a couple weeks off.
This was a dying quail, but it works.
I call it a duck snort.
Gap wedge. Yeah, meeting on the mound here, as it's been a busy day around the Southern League as far as games are concerned. And that game between Biloxi and Pensacola that got suspended in the first inning. Plus a doubleheader in Columbus as well. We'll get those scores here and get it to pull up.
So what, I'll tell you right now, Halo's looking to take the series from the Braves. They lead Atlanta 2-0 headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. They've got some really good pitching this week. They shut out Atlanta last night, and they're halfway through with 0 runs for the Braves yet again.
Biloxi and Pensacola, their first game, they completed it through 9 for the first inning. Biloxi won 10-4. Nelson Rada, 2 on and 1 out the pitch. Curveball bounces low. Columbus, game 1 of their doubleheader, they knocked off Montgomery 6-1, and guess who got the win?
Who?
Ian Mejia.
It's pretty good.
He improves to 8-1 with a 1.96 earned run average.
Got a question for you.
That was his 9th quality start. 1-0 pitch. It's a little bit inside for a ball, 2-0.
So here's my question. If he's this good, and he's been this good for 2 years now, what else does he have to accomplish in Double-A, and why is he still here?
It beats me. I tell you what, Atlanta could use a good arm. So Spencer Schwellenbach, he's going to be out for a while. 2 balls, no strikes on Rada. Breaking ball is at the bottom of the zone. Of course, Chris Sale's out. Kind of like Mejia. One of the things they said about him is maybe his stuff wouldn't play at the big league level. Well, you never know if you don't try.
Exactly.
Get out of New Mexico State. There was Sammy Natera Jr. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
And here's the reality. If he goes up there and it doesn't work out, okay, but at least you try. I mean, at the end of the day, we can talk about metrics and, you know, all these intergalactical stats that we talk about, but at the end of the day, you just got to give a guy a chance and see if it works out.
2-2 the count on Rada. Nelson 0 for 2 so far today against this right-hander. The pitch. Fastball in. And it's a full count now, 3-2. You got to think if Rada reaches here, this might be it for Dean. Made his Double-A debut back on May the 31st. So a full count, 3-2. Blankenhorn, the red-hot Travis Blankenhorn is on deck. The 3-2. It's in the dirt low. That's ball 4. Second walk of the inning, the 5th consecutive Trash Panda to reach. And the bases are juiced for Travis. And here comes Lance Reimel, their manager, out of the dugout to make a pitching change here. So we will see Mr. Scalvo Jr. as he will enter the ball game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. What a big couple of innings it's been for Rocket City. They've extended their lead to 6-0 as a pitching change is being made here by the Smokies. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build strong communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
So Dean exits after 71 pitches, 43 strikes. Nick Dean is gone, and taking over will be Frankie Scalzo Jr. as he completes his warm-up tosses. This is his 8th appearance. He has made one start, 2-2, a 4.00 earned run average. He's tossed 9 innings, allowed 4 earned runs. He's walked 2. He struck out 6. And opponents are batting .273 against him. San Diego, California native, 6'3", 185 pounds, 25 years old, and a former 14th round pick by the Cubs in 2021 out of Grand Canyon. Blankenhorn with the bases loaded. First pitch, a big cut. He fouls it straight back. It's 0-1.
He may be a 14th rounder, but he's got a first round mustache. Him. I mean, Miles does too, of course.
0-1 the count.
Got to show the guy.
Yeah. Righty deals. Off-speed pitch fouled straight back and out of play. It's 0-2. Blankenhorn so far today, a RBI single and a strikeout. He's been on base now in 13 of his last 15 since coming off the injured list. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. Swing and the ball popped up foul. Out of play. That was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Trying to get it by him there. He went up and out of the zone, but Blankenhorn got a piece of it. Bases are loaded. You got Miles Emerson at third. He had that 2-run single.
There's that stash. He looks like a Frankie.
0-2 pitch. It's down a ball. Lays off with a slider that time. You got Redfield at second base. He singled as well. And you got Rada over there at first base. Back in the third inning, it was a 3-run home run by Denzer Guzman. RBI single by Travis. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, grounded down the first base line, snared by the first baseman. Murray goes home for 1, and that's all they'll get. It was a nifty play over there at first base by Murray, and he's able to make the play and get the force out at home. So a fielder's choice. They cut down Emerson, and now 2 outs.
I'd like to see that play again. I'm not so sure he didn't catch that one on the fly. Good play by Murray. Either way to immediately come to the plate, but that was close.
Well, the bases will remain loaded. And here's Guzman. And the 3-run home run back in the third. He checks his swing on a good slider, but he lays off of it. A little off the outside corner. And it's 1-0 to Guzman. Winsor's been an extra base machine lately. He's up to 14 doubles. He's got a triple. Now 9 home runs. And he takes a pitch that looked to be a tad low, but he got the call. Slider. And the count's even now at 1 ball, 1 strike on Guzman. You ever had just a mustache?
No.
Only a mustache?
No.
1-1 pitch. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike.
I had a goatee for a while, went clean shaven, now I'm full on beard. I never liked just the plain mustache. We've got one guy in our office who has just a mustache. It's not good.
2 balls and a strike on Denzer. The pitch. And he lays off of a slider downstairs. He wanted that call, and it was just low. And it's 3-1 on Guzman. Just a tad low according to our pitch tracks.
What about you?
Just the mustache. I've had it for maybe like a week or two. But no. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive out towards right field, but right to the right fielder, Stevens, and the Pandas will strand the bases loaded. That was hit very, very well, but right to him. So in the inning, 2 runs score on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th inning. It's now 6-0, Rocket City. This is Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, it's good to see that 6th spot on the board for Rocket City. Through the first 4 innings, they lead at 6-0, and back to work goes Sam Aldegari, pitching with a 6-run lead. Lefty fires, and the first pitch is swung on and popped up by Hearn into center field. And Ethan is retired as Rada makes that catch for out number 1. 8 came to the plate in that 4th inning. And you got a 2-run single from Miles Emerson. You would have liked to have had more, but it's okay.
But you like what you see by Aldegari here, right? You're up by 6 runs. Go right after the strike zone. Go right after the batter. Let's not mess around here. Make them put the ball in play and see if your defense can get the job done.
All of a sudden now, you're looking at Aldegari, who has pitched around a couple of walks and an error. And so far, he's tossed 4 1/3. No runs allowed. He's only given up a couple of hits. Misses with the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball and a strike to Andy Garriola, who's playing his second Double-A game. Good to see Sam. He's had success against this Knoxville team. Fastball sales a little bit high. And it's 2-1 now to Garriola, who walked his first time up, his first time reaching at this level. Aldegari, the Italian. Glove in front of his face as he winds and deals. And another pitch misses up and away. And it's 3-1.
By the way, his pitch count high this season is 103. He's only at 64.
Through 8 pitches in the first inning. 3-1 pitch right down the middle. And it's a full count, 3-2. Not sure what Garriola was looking for there. It was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, grew, but he let it go by. Sam and the Trash Pandas will take it, though. Full count, 3-2. Bottom third of this lineup, the pitch swung on, chopper towards short. Mershon fields it. A little slide step, low throw, but a good pick. And stretch by Sam Brown. Now he puts the outside. He was making sure, our first base umpire over there, Shane Sullivan, that he had held onto the baseball. Gosh, it just hurts me every time. Sam, you are...
and you know what? When he tried to make the exchange from his glove to his hand, he sort of bobbled it there for a second. I was worried that maybe the first base umpire, Sullivan, might have called him safe on that.
2 outs now, and the first pitch is a strike to Garcia. Revage Garcia. Left-hander deals at a chopper's hit towards the right side. Picked up by the second baseman, Goebel, and 1, 2, 3. Go the Smokies in the top of the 5th inning. Certainly will take that for Sam Aldegari. We march on to the bottom of the 5th inning, halfway home. It's 6-0 Trash Pandas. Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A-game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning from Toyota Field on this Wednesday night, 4th of July Eve. As Sam Brown leads things off against the right-hander. First pitch is fouled away. Down that left field side, Frankie Scalzo Jr. back to work for Knoxville. Home tomorrow night, and don't forget it's a 6:05 first pitch tomorrow, not 6:35, so a half an hour earlier. As the pitch on the way is fouled back by Brown, it's 0-2. Gates will open at 4:30.
You know what I love about this
VIP,
week?
5 o'clock for public.
What I love about this week, it's the old school travel schedule. That's what I mean by that.
Here's an 0-2 pitch. Bounces in the dirt low. It's 1-2.
3-game series at home, then you have to be somewhere else the very next day. There's no off day. There's nothing like that. That's the closest we see to a Major League-esque schedule is this week because you got to make the quick turnaround and get on a bus and head somewhere.
1-2. Breaking ball, a swing and a miss. He got him a slider that time. Brown was the only Trash Panda not to come to the plate in that 4th inning. 8 came to the dish as Brown down on strikes. First strikeout for Scalzo Jr. That brings in Oscar Colas, who is 0 for 2. Final line, by the way, on Nick Dean real quickly here. 3 1/3 innings, 6 runs, 7 hits. They were all earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. As Colas swings and misses over a good slider. Tell you what, some of the craziest travel days I've ever had have been between the 3rd and 4th of July.
Yeah.
Because everybody's guaranteed, at least most of the time in the past, to have a home game on either the 3rd or the 4th of July. 0-2 on Colas. He swings over another slider that time. I would imagine he'll see another one right here.
It's funny. We've had a Trash Panda short history. We've had a couple at Kodak.
The 0-2 pitch bounced in the dirt low.
And then you have to get up, in your car or on the bus and get back down to Rocket City for a game the following day. 1-2
on Colas. Scalzo Jr., 3 straight sliders. What will he go with here? The 1-2. Sails high that time, a fastball at 92.
You know, some people ask, why wouldn't you like the new schedule? It's because sometimes you get the best stories on those long bus rides overnight, and that's part of the grind. That's part of what we enjoy doing.
2-2 pitch is a softly hit ground ball out the bat of Colas. That's booted by the second baseman. Oh! He recovers, and he gets Colas.
He went behind his back.
He went behind his back to flip over to first base. This is incredible.
He didn't do this because it's not humanly possible.
I mean, what?
In the words of Al Michaels, he did what?
I mean, just to have the innate thought that was a thing to do is amazing. It's what you call freelancing, and holy smokes.
Improvising.
Improvise, there you go. That's way to put it. 0-1 pitch is fouled away out the bat of David Mershon. That should be one we could see later tonight on SportsCenter.
No. What was funny is I don't think the crowd really reacted to it. Usually you get a whoa or something like it. It happened so quickly. A lot of folks may have missed it.
He was able to recover. I mean, it was a ball that he should have fielded cleanly, but the improvisation there. 0-2 pitch downstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mershon. We didn't get that taught, words that complicated at the University of Memphis.
Nor Oglethorpe University.
1-2 pitch. Fouled off the catcher's equipment.
Do we have a full moon tonight?
I can't find. Is the moon visible right now?
Miscount the behind the back pass there. The umpire's interference. Weird.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Speed pitch is high that time to Mershon. David's been on base once. He has a stolen base. He's scored a run. OU a station ID. Here's a 2-2 pitch on the way to Mershon. Swing and a ball fly down the left field line. That's twisting. Should get out of play, and it does. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
HD 97.7.2 WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
And a youngster made a really nice play, and he gave it to his friend. There's a looper out towards shallow left. That'll be caught out there by Garcia for the 3rd out. Josh will let us know where he was from.
Huntsville.
It was Huntsville.
It was.
Interesting. That retires a side in the bottom half of the 5th inning. So 1-2-3 go the Pandas. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It's 6-0 Rocket City. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, it's 6-0 Rocket City as we play on into the top half of the 6th inning. It's been a lengthy middle portion of this ball game, but mostly for really good reasons. Rocket City grabs 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 3 on a 3-run home run by Denzer Guzman, and 2 in the bottom half of the 4th. Aldegari back to work here in the 6th. First pitch of ball. The next is just a little bit out the outside corner. Says our home plate umpire Daniel Bythway, according to Pitch Tracks, it clipped the outside corner. Here's a 2-0 now from Sam, who's only thrown 70 pitches so far. As this pitch popped up foul, back and out of play. Two balls and a strike to Corey Joyce. For the Smokies, it'll be their top of the lineup, Joyce, Ramirez, and Aliendo. The pitch is fouled back to the netting, and it's 2-2. So 2-2 on Joyce. Time called by Corey. Drafted originally by the Tigers. 12th round in 2019 out of North Carolina Central. Takes a pitch high for a ball that time. He was signed by the Chicago Cubs back in April. And he has done nothing but really hit for the Smokies, hitting .304 coming into today. Takes a fastball that just misses high, and a couple of those pitches narrowly missed, and it'll go down as a walk to Joyce to begin this top of the 6th inning. So far for Aldegari, 5+ innings of scoreless baseball. He's now walked 3, struck out 2, and he's allowed only 2 hits. Done a great job so far. 1 hit in the 1st inning and then 1 hit in the 4th. Smokies has stranded 3 as Pedro Ramirez stands in. Been on base twice, a single and an error. Here's a broken back grounder towards the left side, fielded by Guzman. Second for 1. Relay to first is not in time. That would have been the 3rd double play of the game. But speedy Pedro Ramirez beats it out. It was a broken bat, but Denzer was taking it going towards second base. So his momentum was going towards second. Good throw, and Brown, even with that massive stretch, unable to get it in time. That erases Joyce, though, on the fielder's choice. 5-4 on the putout if you're scoring at home. As Ramirez, who has some speed, reaches on the fielder's choice. Pitch by Aldegari, misses high, ball 1 to Pablo Aliendo. This is really, really nice to see for Sam Aldegari. He was really, really needing an outing like this, and really the entire squad needing an outing like this as well. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball just misses off the outside edge. 2-0. Look at his outings. He went 6 innings back on June the 10th. That was his last quality start. He allowed 3 runs on 8 hits, walked to 3, struck out 5. Next from Aldegari's chopped into the Smokies' third base dugout. Pablo Aliendo so far today has bounced into a double play and struck out. Double play would be fine right here. Left-hander Aldegari looks towards first base, kicks and delivers. Swung on, skied out towards right field, but should be a can of corn out there for Colas. It is. And that's out number 2. Well, looking at his season high, he did go 7 innings back on May the 1st. That was at Knoxville. See a replay of that fly out to right. That was on a fastball at 90 miles an hour. Oscar Colas has done a nice job out there in right field. We got to the Pups here at the ballpark today. Dog Days presented by Tito's. One of our 4-legged friends enjoying a pretty pleasant night, especially for July the 2nd. As Murray takes a ball, it's 1-0 to him. But he's on track to potentially go 7 innings. Pitch is low that time, and it's 2-0. Falls behind. It's also his career high, but he's done a nice job against Knoxville. He came in, he has the best numbers this year against these guys. 3 previous starts, he's 1-0 with a 1.72 earned run average coming in. 20 strikeouts to 8 walks. 2-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle. 2 balls and a strike on Murray. Mentioned the good numbers for Murray against Rocket City. Sitting on 4 home runs and 8 RBIs, and he smashes one back through the middle into center field, a base hit. And it's bobbled by Rada in center. That's going to allow Ramirez to go from second base to third base and put their potential first run at third base. That'll probably be an E8. I'm sure it will be. And that'll be the second error of the ball game charged to Rocket City. A base hit for B.J. Murray. First and third now, but it extends the inning now for Jordan Wogu, who is 1 for 2. Back to Murray. Came in 35 at bats. 1 double, 4 home runs. Takes a pitch for ball 1. So once again, Aldegari falls behind. I think as many as these puppy shots as you want to bring us on the broadcast tonight. Wednesdays have been so popular with the dog owners, and it's a great deal too. Dog gets in free to ask for that $1 donation to a local animal charity. They get the free pup cups over at Sweet Space, and a great place to watch the ball game out there on the berm. Here's a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Backhanded play by the second baseman. Goebel throw to first is way offline. That'll be an infield base hit, and coming in to score is Ramirez. And Smokies now in the shutout on an RBI single there by Jordan Wogu. Nice effort by Goebel, and a really nice effort there to keep the ball from going past Sam Brown by Brown. That would have allowed the runners to advance. So Ramirez comes in to score. That error proves costly as Miles Emerson goes down to the mound to talk it over with his starting pitcher. Is some stirring out there in the Rocket City bullpen, but I don't see anybody warming up yet. There is activity in the Smokies pen. You see the movement out there in Rocket City's bullpen. Somebody will start tossing here. 86 pitches, if you're wondering. And like A.J. Block warming up for Rocket City on the other side. Like Sam Thorson. 2 on, 2 out. And the batter is Felix Stevens. The pitch by Sam is low, so another hitter he falls behind on to start the outing. There's another good boy. Tell he's looking down there towards the berm. He wants to go hang out with those other dogs. 1-0 the count here on Stevens. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball, chop foul past third. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Deep in the outfield. They're deep on the infield. Stevens so far today has singled and flied out. Right now it's 6-1 after the RBI single by Murray. 1 run on 4 hits now for Knoxville. There's a swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. 1-2. A strike away from getting out of this top of the 6th inning is Aldegari. Looks like we'll see a new pitcher, though, for Knoxville in the bottom of the inning. Aldegari trying to get through 6 innings here as A.J. Block continues to warm up there in the Rocket City bullpen. Big right-handed batter. Those long years. That pup. 1-2 pitch on the way to Stevens. It's downstairs for a ball. That was the RBI single by Wogu. Single by Murray. Murray's at second base. I might have said Murray had the RBI. It was Wogu. 2-2 the count on Stevens. Deuces are wild. The pitch on the way. Swung on. Chopper towards third. Over to get it is Guzman. Corrals it in his belly. A throw to first is in time. So Stevens bounces out to end the top of the sixth inning. The shutout is gone, but he works around some trouble. An inning that could have been a lot bigger. 1 run in the inning on 2 hits. There were 2 left on base and 1 error committed in the frame. We go to the home half of the 6th inning. It's now 6-1. Rocket City on top. This is Trash Pandas Baseball, the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network, and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, it's Tito's Dog Days, and we're going to continue to show as many of our four-legged friends as we can tonight. We're enjoying a great night for baseball. Ben Goebel leads things off. First pitch, he grounds it out towards short. And Goebel, 1 pitch and 1 out as the new pitcher for the Smokies takes over and needs just 1 pitch. New pitcher, by the way, this is Sam Thorson. First time we have seen him this year is Miles Emerson will stand in. This is 10th appearance for Knoxville. This misses high for a ball. He's 0-1, has a 1.00 ERA, 9 appearances. He's given up only 1 earned run. He's walked 12 and struck out 11. That's been one of his issues, is the walks. As he kicks in the 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss that time by Emerson. He was 2 for 2 so far, including a 2-run single his last time up. Kind of looks like Rooney. One of our office pups. Pitch this misses off the outside edge. 2 balls and a strike on Emerson. So Thorson relieves Scalzo Jr., third pitcher used tonight by the Smokies. As Emerson has a hitter's count now, it's 2 balls and a strike. As the righty kicks the pitch, and a fastball's in there for a strike. Fastball coming in there at 97 miles an hour. We'll see if Aldegari goes back out there for the 7th. Just under 90 pitches. A 2-2 offering. Swinging the ball fouled straight back that time. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's been a pretty good bullpen. Thorson went to Minnesota. Signed a free agent contract with the Cubs. Former teammate with George Clausen at Minnesota. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a good slider that time. And he strikes out Emerson for out number 2. First strikeout for the right-hander. From St. Louis Park, Minnesota, as Redfield stands in. Fastball, slider, sinker combination. 6'3", 210. Former Golden Gopher. Pitch on the way, misses outside. Of course, George Clausen. Named to the All-Star Futures game yesterday. Be pitching at Truist Park. Here's Redfield's 1-0 pitch to him. Slider hits the bottom of the strike zone, and it's even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Redfield making his first appearance in the lineup since June the 19th when he was banged up. Tracking a ball out there in center field. Pitched down and in for a ball. 2-1 to him. He was on the IL from June 21st to July 1st. Came off yesterday with the bevy of moves that were made yesterday. The 2-1 pitch on the way to him. Swing and a miss. Threw a great cutter that time. 87 with that one. Nice little pink bow on that little fella or little gal. Hopefully it's a gal. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Redfield. Deuces wild. All of a sudden you look up and that's 8 in a row now after the strikeout of Emerson retired by Smokies pitchers. 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss. That was another good cutter. And 1, 2, 3 go the Trash Pandas in the bottom half of inning number 6. But the overall total looks good for Rocket City so far. We head to the top of the 7th inning, 6-1 Trash Pandas. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services delivers professional lawn care, mosquito and flea tick control around Toyota Field. Creating a winning lineup of lawns at homes across Huntsville and Madison County, TDI Services pledges home run lawn care and pest service with our innovative biological practices, using fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call 888-556-7985 to transform your lawn and save.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, a new pitcher for Rocket City, another southpaw, and a tip of the cap to Sam Aldegari. He was tremendous here tonight, and he's in line potentially to his first win since the month of May. As a first pitch from new pitcher, the left-hander A.J. Block is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Chris, a little update from Atlanta that I want to share. First off, Braves now lead at 3-2 on a Sean Murphy 3-run homer. But more importantly to Trash Panda fans, Christian Moore had to leave the game after rolling his wrist while diving for a ground ball earlier in the contest. So best wishes to Christian. He didn't have to be helped off the field or anything like that. Hopefully it's something minor, but something to keep an eye on.
0-2 pitch, popped up foul. Been playing really, really well for the Angels. Stays 0-2. Final line for Sam Aldegari. 6 innings of work for Sam. Allowed 4 hits, 1 run. It was an unearned run. And down on strikes goes Hearn. And a good pitch there, a changeup from A.J. Block. He can really bring it. A changeup right around 90 miles an hour. And left-handed swinging Hearn with a swing and a miss there, and he was a little frustrated with himself.
He was very steady last week at Montgomery was Block.
First pitch, a swing and a miss. It's 0-1 to Garriola. A lot of folks really high on A.J. Block. Works out of the windup. And the pitch misses down and in that time. That was a sinker at 92. Finishing that line for Aldegari. 1 run. It was an unearned run. He walked 3, struck out 2. Block, it delivers the next, and it's grounded foul past third. A ball and 2 strikes. Garriola has walked and grounded out so far. Aldegari threw a total of 91 pitches, 55 for strikes. But all in all, a heck of a performance by Sam Aldegari. The numbers on A.J. Block as well. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Garriola. It's a ball just off the outside edge. Block making his 4th appearance. No record, has a 1.50 earned run average. He's been a long man for Rocket City so far. The 2-2 now is upstairs, a full count. That last appearance against Montgomery, which was on Saturday, 1 2/3 innings. No runs, no hits, no walks, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts, though. The next from Block, foul back, will do it again. Then in the first game of the series, 1 2/3 innings, a run, a hit, walk 2, struck out 3, and then in his debut on the 19th of June against Chattanooga, 2 2/3 innings scoreless, he struck out 2. So he's gone at least 1 2/3 innings in each of his first 3 appearances. Trying to put away this right-handed batter. The 3-2. It's a call. 3rd strike. Yes, sir. At the bottom of the zone. He freezes him with a 92-mile-an-hour sinker. And Garriola trying to coax a walk that time. Was unable to do so. It was a beautiful pitch. Can't take that. Come on, man.
Right now, he looks like a single-A player trying to find his way at double-A, and maybe it's a little daunting at the moment.
Pitch fouled straight back. The one thing you like about Block, he comes in pumping strikes out of the bullpen. You love to see that. Block, a native of Washington, played at Wazoo. There's a ground ball softly towards short. Marchand picks it up, and easy breezy 1-2-3 inning for A.J. Block. That sends us to the bottom of the 7th inning here from Toyota Field. Time to stretch with Rocket City enjoying a 6-1 advantage, trying to break this losing streak here tonight. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at CrestwoodMedCenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long. Strike 3! You're out! Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You've got to have good internet. With WOW, you now get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. All for only $30 a month. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires auto pay and paperless billing. Price for internet $300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the 7th inning here from Toyota Field. Top of the lineup is due up as the Smokies make another call to the bullpen. And taking over is Tyransky. In their roster, they don't have it.
Yeah, they don't have an 11, do they?
No. Left-hander deals, and the pitch, a check swing grounder towards third. Fielded over there by Ramirez, and he tosses over to first base to get Rada. And that is out number 1. In the system, they have put in Tyransky.
Well, they have one left-hander on roster, and that would be Jacob Brents. And Tyransky isn't even listed, so he must have been a late addition.
It could be Brents. Brents was added yesterday to their roster. He's number 37, though. We'll have to double check as well. As there's a strike to Travis Blankenhorn. Left-hander versus left-hander matchup here. Lefty fires, and the pitch. Brents is also a left-hander.
Yeah.
So that is the quandary we have.
If we get a close-up of the pitcher, we'll have a better idea.
0-2 the count on Blankenhorn. Pitch is downstairs, a ball.
That would be a great time for a close-up, guys. There we go. That is... I have a feeling that's Brent's. Well, no, that is Tyransky.
Okay.
I'm just going by headshot to live view.
Pitch is downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Who are you?
Who am I?
I think every pitcher that comes in should announce their name as they come in. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Blankenhorn. Swing and a miss. He chased one downstairs. It's a good slider that time.
And we just got confirmation that is Mitchell Tyransky.
So there you go. Picks up a nice strikeout there. We'll bring in Denzer Guzman. 2, 3, and 4 batters due up here.
Never mind, I was wrong on that. It is Brent's, actually.
So this is Brent's.
Yes.
Okay. That was kind of my guess.
Well, I got to say, Tyransky and Brentson, I don't know why they're looking at us now. But anyway, Brentson and Tyransky, they look
Josh,
very similar. Hi.
Chris. No balls and a strike on Denzer Guzman. I can slide out of the picture totally.
Let's see. Jacob Brents, number 37.
I'm a giant individual, so it's hard. Here's a 0-1 pitch. Swung on, foul back, and off the netting. 0-2.
I think they're mad at us. That's why they keep putting the camera on us for no reason whatsoever. 2 faces for radio.
6'1", 205 from Baldwin, Missouri is Brents. Out of Parkway South High School there in Missouri. 0-2 the count on Denzer. Swing and a line drive. The netting down that third base line. No balls and 2 strikes on Guzman. He had the big blast, that 3-run home run back in the 3rd inning. 1 for 3 is Guzman. He's now been on base in 8 of 10. He's got 24 extra base hits. Well, if you're following along, it does say Tyransky that's in there. There's a fly ball out towards shallow center field. A dive and unable to come up with it is the center fielder Wogo, and into second base. Guess what? Another extra base hit for Denzer Guzman. That's his 15th at 2 baggers, 25th extra base hit of the year.
When you're going good, you're going good. And this was just a little flare that was able to drive. You can see Wogu got a late start. Good effort on his part. 2 out, no one on base. May as well take a chance on that one. But Denzer with his 2nd hit of the night. And like you mentioned, another extra base knock.
Well, at 25 now, that'll move him up into the top 5 in the league. And that's one thing he's been consistent with this year is adding some punch to the lineup. Now 9 home runs.
What are you laughing about?
I got nothing.
Well, now inquiring minds want to know.
It doesn't have anything to do with you, I'll tell you that. About mystery. Let's just say it's about mystery players entering ball games.
Yeah.
Came up about 1.5 feet, 2 feet short.
By the way, we have an attendance to pass along, 3,665, 3,665.
Brents delivers, and the pitch is low for a ball to Sam Brown.
I went down there during the 6th inning just to check out the crowd, and I'll tell you what, this first baseline is pretty packed in.
Mentioned tomorrow, if you don't have your tickets for tomorrow night's game, you better do so right now. Standing room only available online. If you want to take advantage of those patio seats, you'll have to come to the box office or call. Pitch is low. And if you ask why did we not put those online, sometimes there's some third-party sites that like to grab those and sell them for much higher prices. Not going to name any names, but that's why we're going to put them on sale here in person or by phone so you don't have to get price gouged. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch is a high strike that time, and it's 3-1.
I'm glad you bring that up because as a reminder just to fans in general, always buy from tptix.com because if you go anywhere else, you are going to get gouged. It is legal. It's unethical, but it's legal, and it happens all the time. So just know that.
3-1 from Brents on the way, misses outside, and that's a walk. So after the Guzman double, a 2-out walk is issued to Sam Brown. He's aboard for the first time tonight. Yeah, if you Google really any minor league team, but if you were to Google like Trash Pandas tickets, it's probably going to be sites that are not us. So make sure you're aware of that. And here's Oscar Colas.
What people will do is they'll buy season tickets or they'll buy just tickets in general from us, and then they'll upsell them for about 3 times what the original price is.
There's not a ton of minor league teams that have a problem with stuff like that, but happens to be the Trash Pandas are one that has pretty popular tickets.
Well, in all seriousness, they do it, and people say, "Oh, the Trash Pandas, they're too expensive." No, it's the third party.
0-1 pitch. It's just a tad maybe downstairs to Oscar Colas. Didn't miss by much. 1-1 to count. Brent's on our roster, listed as number 37, but he's not wearing number 37. As the pitch misses low for a ball. Ball thrown out of play. 2 balls and a strike on Oscar. 0 for 3 so far today.
You know what I bet it is? Whenever you get these alternate jerseys, sometimes guys, the number 37 might not fit Brent's in the powder blue, so you wind up getting a different number like that. We saw it a couple of times with Chattanooga as well.
2-1 pitch. Downstairs a ball. And it's 3-1. Trying to add on to the 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-1 pitch. Misses outside. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded. So a double and a pair of walks now with 2 outs. And here comes David Mershon, who's been on base and scored so far today. This is the 4th walk issued by Smokies pitchers. By the way, Thorson pitched 1 inning, struck out 2. Scalzo Jr. 1 2/3. He struck out 1. Behind Nick Dean. David Mershon. Switch hitter.
Whenever I hear his name, Mershon's, I always think of Pulp Fiction.
Here's the pitch on the way. And it misses for a ball.
Remember that opening scene where Tim Roth is sitting with the girlfriend and
Yes.
they're talking about their evil doings and what they want to accomplish, and he raises his cup. They're in a diner, so he raises his coffee cup and says, "Gershon, coffee," or something to that effect. That's what it reminds me of.
Pitch misses down and in for a ball. 2-0. adjusting his leg guard. And he steps back in. Doesn't have many at-bats from that right side, does Mershon. Back into a streak of not facing that many left-handers. 2-0 pitch. Way outside, all the way to the backstop. Here comes Guzman. He's safe! It was a foot race between Guzman and the catcher, Hearn, and Guzman wins it.
I'm surprised how this ball ricocheted because it hit the netting, and we've got an injury on the field.
Yeah, he felt something there. Almost looked like a back. As the netting, it kicked back, but Guzman able to slide in. It's 7-1 now. That didn't look good.
And that's Brents is what we're talking about. But again, that ball, it didn't hit the concrete barrier at the very bottom of the netting. It hit the netting itself and came right back to Hearn, and that made it a close play. But they're checking his lower right leg.
Huh.
That might be a calf.
Their athletic trainers kind of been busy in this series. Seth Clapp, Lance Riemel, Jeremy Vermillion, their manager. They're going to go to the bullpen here, so he's going to exit the game. And you see how badly this pitch misses, so you know.
Oh, it did hit the concrete.
It hit the very top of that foot concrete. So they're going to bring in a new pitcher, and he'll get as much time as he needs to come in, and he is gingerly walking off the field.
Sorry.
I'm not laughing at him. I apologize. Bless
sneeze.
you, Josh.
Thank you.
Bless you. We hope he's okay, going to be okay. Hopefully it's nothing serious, and they'll bring in a new pitcher, and he'll get, like I said, as much time as he needs to warm up. So runners at second and third, and 2 outs. All this happening with 2 outs. It's now 7-1 Rocket City as the fans do the swag surf. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires autopay and paperless billing. Price for Internet 300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services delivers professional lawn care as well as mosquito and flea tick control around Toyota Field. Creating a winning lineup of lawns at homes across Huntsville and Madison County, TDI Services pledges home run lawn care and pest service with our innovative biological practices using fewer chemicals as nature intended. Visit go.tdi.services/tpandas or call 888-556-7985 to transform your lawn.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, the Smokies is going to go back to their bullpen here in the bottom of the 7th inning as Rocket City leads it 7-1 after a wild pitch that ends the day for Jacob Brents. And so they are going to the bullpen and getting as much time as he needs to warm up is Kane Eckert,
who has been with the Smokies for about 30 years.
It's always tough to warm up when you're coming in. There's a look at Brent's, almost like he turned that ankle. As Guzman scored on the wild pitch, and it was way outside. That's what caused him to exit the ball game.
He could have pulled something.
Yeah.
But you don't want to speculate.
No. Seemed like that ankle twisted a little bit funny, though. So, nonetheless, Eckert is the new pitcher. And he'll be facing off against David Mershon, who will now switch in the middle of this at-bat, go from batting right-handed to left-handed.
By the way, it's not Gershon Coffee, it's Garcon Coffee.
Garcon.
Yeah.
He inherits a 3-0 count. If he walks Mershon here, it will count towards Brents. As the pitch misses high, and it is ball 4, so that's a walk for Brents. and not the new pitcher, Kane Eckert. So they'll start clean here. So the bases are back loaded. That's 3 consecutive walks issued by Smokies pitchers.
Yeah,
and here's Ben Goebel.
And he had retired the first 2 men he had faced. Brents, I mean.
And that's been the story tonight. Everything's happened really with 2 outs. 3-run shot by Denzer. The base hit by Blankenhorn. And right before that, there's a swing and a miss by Goebel. And in the 4th inning, it was with 2 outs. A 2-run single by Emerson. Take that back. It was with 1 out. Nonetheless. No balls and a strike on Goebel. Bases full of Pandas. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball left side. Get through ball. It is through a base hit. 1 run's in. That's Brown. Here comes Colas. He will score standing as well. And it's now a 9-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yeah, breakout Ben Goebel, 3 of 4 tonight. And like I mentioned earlier, this was a guy who played really well toward the end of last season. You know he has the capability of playing Double-A ball, and after hitting .284 at Tri-City before his promotion, starting to show you why so many people thought highly of him at the end of last season.
So it's a 3-run inning now. 2 of those walks come back to haunt the Smokies, and it's an 8-run ball game. 3 crooked numbers up on that scoreboard. 4 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and now 3 here as the pitch inside brushes back and pushes Miles Emerson off the plate. That was high and tight at 93 miles an hour. Hunter at second base out there. And the pitch. There was a frisbee changeup that time at 79. And it's a strike. It's 1-1.
By the way, the 9 runs, that is tied for second most in a single game this season by the Trash Pandas. They've only had 1 game where they've scored in double digits, and that was the 13-12 loss against Montgomery in April.
How can we forget that one?
No. That will live on in lore.
In fact, the young man at the plate pitched in that ball game.
He did, took the loss.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There was another frisbee change up there, and he strikes out Emerson. Emerson, who's had a nice day, 2 for 4, 2-run single. And we have played 7. In the inning, 3-run score on 1 hit, 3 walks, and 2 left on base. 2 hits, rather, in the inning. Double and a single. 2 hits, but 2 runners left on base. We go to the 8th inning. It's now 9-1 Rocket City. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
At Northrop Grumman, their products define possible as they help customers defend the homeland, launch critical payloads into space, enable scientific exploration, return astronauts to the moon, and protect the warfighter. Yet their dedication goes beyond their products as they support the workforce, their families, our veterans, and our hometowns. Together, we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. That's defining possible. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A-game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1-year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Reach the 8th inning. It's all Trash Pandas. 9-1 new pitcher, and to take you home. Come on. You got to do this. Here's Josh Carey.
New pitcher, new broadcaster. Josh Carey, Chris Harris with you. And back in mission control is Jeff Scarborough. First pitch by Brady Chobin is a strike. 0-1 as the top of the order duo for the Smokies. Joyce Ramirez and Aliendo. Here in the 8th inning, the fastball by Chobin misses low. It'll go to a ball and a strike. A.J. Block, a 1-2-3 7th inning. He struck out 2 of the 3 men he faced as the right-handed hitting Joyce stands back in. 0-2. Fly out to left, ground out to third, and a walk, and now he bounces one to short. In Mershon. Up, off balance, throw to first. In time. 6-3 on the putout as Joyce hits the slow roller. 1 up, 1 gone in the 8th inning for Pedro Ramirez. 9-1. You know what's so satisfying about this? As Rocket City 5 outs away from ending this streak, it's not the fact that the Trash Pandas are winning, it's the fact they're winning so convincingly. We haven't had too many games like this season, and who knows, maybe this is the start of something special. As there's 1 away, Ramirez, a single, he's reached on an error, reached on a fielder's choice, stolen a base, and scored a run. As the fastball is a strike, it's 0-1. Chobin will get you his numbers here in just a moment. He had a rough week at Montgomery, but then again, everyone had a rough week. As he fires away and the fastball misses down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-3 on the year. 3.41 ERA. 28th appearance, all in relief. 1 of 2 in saves. 32 innings now. 34 hits, 12 runs all earned. 2 homers allowed, 2 hit batsmen, and 7 walks as the fastball bounced slowly to second. Waiting back on a backhand, Goebel throws to first in time. 2 quick outs in the 8th inning for Pablo Aliendo. 2 hit batsmen, 7 walks, 21 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .276 against Brady. So 2 away, and here's Aliendo. 0-3, 6-4-3 double play, a strikeout swinging, and a fly out to right. Aliendo. I'm not your babe.
That's,
righty on righty. Fastball cut through and missed 0-1.
Is that Lady Gaga?
It is. Alejandro Aliendo. This is the guy with the Bart Simpson tattoo, so if he sees this later, he has no right to complain. Here's the next pitch, a fastball low and away. It evens at a ball and a strike.
Should we ask where the tattoo is located?
No.
Is that appropriate?
I don't even want to know. As it goes to 1-1 on the right-handed hitter. I just didn't know they had the Simpsons in Venezuela. Fastball, that's through for a strike, and it goes to 1-2. I'm sure there's a Spanish version of it. As Chobin will try to wrap up the 8th inning. Off the line at first is Brown. Wind drifting out toward right. Chobin out of Rio Grande College. He'll come set. And the 1-2. Just missed the outside corner. Tried to get him with a cutter. And it was just off the play by about a couple of inches. It'll it'll go to 2-2. Proud to announce that Brady will be the next guest on the award-winning Josh Carey Show podcast. Next delivery, tap foul over by the third base dugout. Staying at 2-2, he has made some nice strides this season. I remember he came up to Rocket City about this time last year. He was shaky for about a month or so, but then settled in and has carried over last year's success at the end of the season to this one. Here's the 2-2. Fastball fouled straight back to the screen. And it will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 9-1 Trash Pandas. 4 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and 3 more in the 7th inning. To the belt, Chobin, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a cutter down and away. Aliendo strikes out for the second time tonight. Strikeout number 1 for Chobin. 1-2-3 go the Smokies in the top of the 8th inning. Bottom half on its way. 9-1 Rocket City. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
What am I going to watch? What food am I going to order? Who am I going to unfollow? The internet is full of tough choices, but picking an internet provider isn't one of them. You gotta have good internet. Get upfront surprise-free pricing with Wi-Fi modem included and no data caps. Plus bundle Internet 300 with YouTube TV for just $92.99 per month for 12 months with autopay and paperless billing. Wow. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Requires autopay and paperless billing. Price for Internet 300. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments. The firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves. Because every milestone matters. And we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers. Trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom 8, 9-1 Rocket City with the lead 3 outs away from ending the 16-game drought. Duo for the Trash Pandas, though, in the 8th inning will be the 9-1 and 2 hitters, Redfield, Rada, and Blankenhorn against Kane Eckert, who got the final out of the 7th inning. The first pitch is a cutter that's called a strike, 0-1. Close the book on Jacob Brents, 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, all of which were earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1. Righty on lefty has Redfield 1 for 3 with a single. And a fastball high and tight almost hit him. It'll go to a ball and a strike. Redfield has also flied to center and struck out swinging. Rocket City has gotten the job done tonight with 9 runs on 9 hits. Off the line at third is Ramirez. Guarding the line at first, Murray. The pitch. Threw him a curveball that time, and boy, that looked pretty good, but it was called down and away by home plate umpire Daniel Bythway. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the set again. And the 2-1. Fastball hit foul straight back to the screen, even at 2-2. Redfield out of Sam Houston State. Due up in the 9th for the Smokies. It'll be the middle part of their order. Murray, Wogu, and Stevens. And we'll see who they face. I think Brady Chopin is done for the night as Redfield takes a step out of the box for a moment. Sam Houston State, I remember when their football team was an FCS power. They've since moved on up in the world. Redfield ready to go. The 2-2 on the way. Fastball cut through and missed. Went high in the zone that time at 96. Redfield couldn't catch up. Second time he's K'd tonight. Strikeout number 2 for Eckert. And strikeout number 12 now for Smokies pitchers. And 1 away in the 8th inning. We go back to the top of the order and Nelson Rada. Rada 0 for 3. A ground out to first, a strikeout swinging, a walk, and a ground out to third. And that's what's so amazing about tonight. They're winning 9-1 and their best hitter doesn't have a knock. Let's see if that changes here. First pitch. Fastball sails high, 1-0. Actually, you know who's gotten it done tonight has been the bottom third of the order. Check this out. Goebel, Emerson, and Redfield have a combined 6 hits in 12 at-bats. Fastball inside, 2-0. That's good to see. As Rada will stand back in. 2-0 pitch. Fastball hits softly to the right of the mound. Fielding easily. Eckert, underhand toss to first is in time. And that'll be the second out of the 8th inning. So a slow comebacker by Rada. 2 out, no one on base. Here's Travis Blankenhorn. As it looks like Nelson will finish 0 for the night. Blankenhorn 1 for 4, an RBI single in the 3rd inning. Came around to score on Guzman's home run. He's also struck out twice, 1 swinging. And he's bounced into a fielder's choice to first. Righty on lefty. First pitch on the way. And he delivers a strike, does Eckert. It's 0-1. Let's take a moment for our station to identify itself. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
HD 97.7.2. WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
Slider down and in, cut through and missed by Blankenhorn. It will go to 0-2, and just like that, a chance for Eckert to put the kibosh on the 8th inning. He gave up a 2-run single to Ben Goebel with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Since then, he's got 2 strikeouts and a slow tap out as the next pitch hit foul at home plate. Another slider, and it will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. By the way, for all of the struggles on the field of late, consider this. Knoxville's in first place entering play tonight. So if Rocket City, assuming they hang on and win, they're only going to be 3 games out of first place at the end of the evening. We'll take it.
Stranger things have happened.
Ramirez off the line at third. Here's the 0-2. Fastball rocketed into straightaway center. Back goes Gwogu. Still going. It's over his head. It'll one-hop the wall. At first is Blankenhorn. He'll head to second, and he'll stop there with a 2-out double.
Just an easy swing, but he still hit it pretty much 400 feet.
And
straightaway center field.
And 103 off the bat. This was a pellet as he smacked it over the head of Wogu. So runner at second with 2 away, and you know what? Ginger Guzman going to get one more crack here. He's 2 of 4, already has a 3-run homer and a double. He has scored twice. He's also lined to right and struck out looking. He's already had a heck of a night. He'll stand in right against right. Eckert kicks and delivers. And the slider misses way outside. It's 1-0 on the right-handed hitter. And keep in mind, the North Division especially is not all that daunting. Obviously, Chattanooga was very good at the end of the first half. Rocket City saw that. As the 1-0 is a slider down the way 2-0, but you got to figure a lot of those guys are going to get called up to either AAA or the majors at some point. Birmingham, Rocket City has played well this season. Rocket City has done very well against Knoxville so far this year. You got to like your chances if you can put a little streak together. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and missed. Slider away, and we'll go to 2 balls and a strike. Sam Brown waits on deck. Guzman will dig back in, shaded up the middle, the second baseman, Joyce. At the belt, Eckert with the 2-1. Fastball cut through and missed. Threw it high and away at 94. That was a sinker, and it will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes as Eckert will try to end the inning. Sam Aldegheri's 6 innings tonight, surrendered only 1 run, one of his better outings of the year. From the belt, the 2-2. Swung, popped up over our heads out of the stadium, and it lands on the roof. It will stay at 2-2. Again, one more game to go tomorrow. It'll be a 5:50 airtime on WZZN and a 6:05 first pitch, 6 o'clock airtime here on 31.6 Way More television. The set again, 2-2. Fastball high and away, just off the plate, trying to frame it was Hearn. It'll run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. In fact, let's see, coming up tomorrow as we look at a replay of the last pitch. Yeah, it was off the plate. The right-handed hitter ready to go, 3-2. Swung, and boy, he was flailing at that ball. He was fooled on the slider, but still able to get a piece of it was Guzman. Caught it off the end of the bat and hit it off to the right. Going to stay at 3-2. Tomorrow, Walber Urania will go to the bump. 3-5, a 5.37 ERA. He'll be opposed by fellow righty Grant Kipp, who's had a nice year. 5-2, an ERA of 3.22. Here's the 3-2. Inside, almost hit him. That'll be ball 4 as he missed high and tight. So Guzman draws a 2-out walk. Walk number 1 by Eckert, and that'll be the 6th walk of the game by Smokies pitchers. So 2 on with 2 out. Here's Oscar Colas. Or actually, I beg your pardon, this is Sam Brown. Oscar Colas waits on deck. Brown 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, a fly out to right, a walk, and a run scored. I'd like to see him get a hit in. Try to get some of his mojo back. As the first pitch is away. That was a slider as it goes to 1-0. Over his last 10 games, Brown only 161 with a homer and 4 driven in. He's not as open as he's been in the past. He's closed off his stance a little bit. Here's the 1-0. As the pitch high and away with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes, and what they want him to do as he continues with his follow-through is stay upright. Sometimes he tends to lunge a little bit, and that takes away a lot of his power game. And, of course, one thing they want to see from Sam is him hit for power a little more, especially as a corner infielder. 2-0 on Sam. Leading at second, Brown. Away at first is Guzman. Next pitch. Swung and hit foul to the screen. Another slider that time. 2-1. 1-4-0 for Knoxville. 9-10-2 for Rocket City. Eckert with the 2-1. Fastball rolled weakly to first. Backhanded, moving to his right by Murray. Feeds the pitcher, covering. Nicely done by Murray. 3-1 on the putout as Eckert received the throw and stepped on the bag. Rocket City will strand 2. No runs, no hits. Or pardon me, 1 hit. No errors, 2 men left. We'll go to the 9th. It's 9-1 Smokies. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
An emerald green field is iconic in baseball. That's what TDI Services desires to create for every one of its customers. As proud sponsors of the Trash Pandas, TDI Services brings its A-game to provide winning lawn care and pest control to the outside of Toyota Field. TDI Services can do the same for your lawn with their innovative biological approach for better results, as nature intended. Visit TDIGreenServices.com/Trash Pandas or call today at 888-556-7985 for our best discount.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
It's laundry season at Owen Home Appliance Center. Tired of that washer walking out the door and having to dry a load 2 or 3 times? It's time for a new washer and dryer. Pick from brands like Maytag, GE, Whirlpool, Electrolux, and of course, Speed Queen. Try the new 2-in-1 GE Profile that washes and dries a load all in one machine. Visit the interactive location in Lacey Springs where you can try the washers and dryers before you buy them. Owen Home Appliance Center. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service. It's in the name, Owen Home Appliance Center.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Top of the 9th inning, Rocket City 3 outs away from ending this 16-game losing streak. Nick Jones will come in to wrap it up as he'll face the middle part of the order for the Smokies. Murray, Wogu, and Stevens against the Rocket City left-hander who was just added back to the active roster on Sunday. Jesus Cruz was given his release by the Angels, and Jones, who had been on the developmental list, was added back to the pitching staff as the first offering is a fastball called a strike. 0-1. He had remained with the team while on the dead list, had Jones, but was finally put back into duty on Sunday. He'll come set as Murray is 1 for 3, a single, a strikeout, swinging a fly-out drive, and the fastball high and away. It goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Bit of an up-and-down year for Jones so far. 1-2, a 4.94 ERA. 18th appearance, all in relief, no saves. 23 2/3 innings, 22 hits, and 14 runs as the pitch is fouled back to the screen. It'll go to 1-2. 14 runs, 13 earned, 4 homers allowed. That's troublesome. 3 hit batsmen, 9 walks, but 25 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .253 against him as the right-handed hitter digs in. Off the line at first is Brown. The pitch. Swung, slap foul past third. And it will remain at a ball and 2 strikes. Close the book on Brady Chobin, a 1-2-3 8th inning. He struck out 1. As Jones will try to close the deal here for Sam Algieri, who's poised to get his 3rd win of the year. Jones looks back in to B.J. Murray. Here's the 1-2. Fastball high and away. Going to even at 2-2. When the game ends, Chris Harris is down below. He'll talk to a member of the Trash Pandas winning ball club following tonight's win. As Jones will come back to the belt. 2-2. Fastball down and in, 3-2. We will go to break on the radio side. Meanwhile, those of you watching on 31.6 Waymore TV or MILB.TV, you'll be able to see that live, that interview. Here's 3-2. Swung, hit foul, straight back. Remaining at 3-2 as Murray proves to be a pest. Murray ready to go again. 3-2. Swung, hit foul off to the right. It'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see, this will be the first win for Rocket City, assuming they can close it out. It'll be their first win since June the 13th. That was a 4-1 victory when the Trash Pandas were playing as the Bama Butts, one of their alternative identities on Friday. Jones trying to finish off Murray. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Threw him a cutter high and away. Only at 90, but Murray came up empty as he chased one out of the zone. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Jones. Strikeout number 5 for Rocket City pitching, and 1 away in the 9th inning for Jordan Wogu. Wogu, 2 of 3, 2 singles, and he's got the lone RBI of the night for Knoxville. He's also flied out to right. So he'll stand in. Off the line at first is Brown, and the pitch. Fastball hit foul straight back to the screen. It's at 0-1. Wogu, we've seen him the last couple of years in a Knoxville jersey. The right-handed hitter ready to go. And the pitch is off the plate, a fastball. Going to even at a ball and a strike. Wogu played football while he was in high school. Next pitch. There's a strike. From a slider, it will go to a ball and 2 strikes. In fact, he received Division I offers from Kent State and Eastern Michigan. In fact, baseball was kind of his number 2 sport at the time, as the 1-2 is a fastball high. Going to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but chose to walk on at Ann Arbor and wound up hitting .334 for his career. He made the right choice. 3rd round draft choice of the Cubbies in 2020. Here's the 2-2. Swinging and a miss. Threw him a slider down and in. Back-to-back strikeouts by Jones. Wogu strikes out for the first time. That is now strikeout number 7 for Rocket City pitching. And the last man between Rocket City and the end of this streak is Felix Stevens. 0 of 2, a walk, a fly out to right, and a ground out to third. Off the line at first is Brown against the right-handed hitter. They play straight away and deep. The pitch. Fastball bounced up the middle. Coming in is Goebel up. And the streak is in the can as Goebel makes the throw to first. 4-3 on the putout, and it's finally over. Rocket City ends its 16-game losing streak, and they win in convincing fashion. And boy, the fellas earned an easy win tonight as they win it by the final of 9-1. 1-2-3 go the Smokies in the 9th inning. Nick Jones, a 1-2-3 frame. He strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces. Rocket City will up its record to 25-51 overall. They are now 1-7 in the second half. Meanwhile, the Smokies fall to 33-37 overall. They are 4-4 for half number 2. Knoxville 1 run on only 4 hits tonight. They committed no errors and left 5 men on base. For Rocket City, 9 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 7. Sam Aldeghiri will get the win to move to 3-6 on the season. 6 innings, 4 hits, an unearned run. He walked 3 and struck out 2. The loss to Nick Dean. He will fall to 1-3 on the season as he went 3 1/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. For those of you on radio, we'll be back with the Northrop Grumman postgame show right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Your mattress is the reason your morning coffee tastes like despair. At Beds Express, during our Memorial Day sale, getting the best sleep is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1-year price guarantee. We'll beat any local competitor's price for up to a year after purchase. 2-year extended warranty and a 3-year comfort guarantee. Not loving your mattress? Exchange it for up to 3 years. Shop now and save with queen mattresses starting at just $199. Better sleep, better prices. That's the Beds Express promise. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Visit your local Reed's Jewelers at Bridge Street Town Center and Parkway Place Mall.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Another one is in the books. Now, let's head to postgame. Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World. Wow. Reed's Jewelers. Crestwood Medical Center. The law firm of Martinson and Beeson. Northrop Grumman. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Alumni Hall. Eagle Insulation. And by Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Welcome into the Northrop Grumman postgame show, everyone, and for the first time in about 2.5 weeks, we can say a happy Northrop Grumman postgame show as Rocket City snaps a 16-game losing streak by defeating Knoxville tonight in convincing fashion by the final score of 9-1. And with those 9 runs, that ties Rocket City for its second largest run output of the season, and they get a much-needed win to move to 25-51 on the season, 1-7 in second half play. Meanwhile, Knoxville falls to 33-37. They are now 4-4 for the second half. Again, Josh Carey with you, and back at Mission Control running the boards is Jeff Scarborough. Let's go through what happened in this one as Rocket City turned to Sam Aldeguerri to turn the tide, and Aldeguerri pitched himself a nice ball game. It's been a struggle for him of late, but he went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, an unearned run. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Meanwhile, Rocket City's offense, they got the ball rolling in the 3rd inning. After 2 perfect innings by Knoxville starter Nick Dean to start the ball game, Ben Goebel would rope a single. He would move to second on another single by Miles Emerson. After moving to third was Goebel on the single by Miles Emerson. It was a hit and run single. Then after Joe Redfield flied out to shallow center and Nelson Rada struck out, Rocket City needed a pick-me-up, and it was Travis Blankenhorn who came through with an RBI single into right, scoring Goebel from third. Emerson would move to second. That would make it a 1-0 ball game. And then Denzer Guzman stand in with the big blow, a 3-run homer over the left center field wall, about 412 feet away. Home run number 9, that's a team lead. RBI 36, 37, and 38. That is also a team lead as Rocket City raced out to a 4-0 lead. The Trash Pandas would only add on from there. They would pick up 2 more in the 4th inning. 1 out, no one on base. David Mershon would walk. He moved to second on a single by Ben Goebel. A double steal by Mershon, and Goebel moved runners to second and third before Miles Emerson came through with a 2-run single into center, giving him 17 ribbies on the season, and that would make it a 6-0 ball game. The lone Knoxville run came in the 6th inning against Aldeguerri, and again, it was an unearned run. Pedro Ramirez would reach on a fielder's choice to third with 1 away. He would then go first to third on a 2-out single by B.J. Murray. There was an error by Nelson Rada on that single by Murray that allowed Ramirez to go around to third. Runners at the corners with 2 out when Jordan Wogu would rope a infield single that allowed the runner from third, Ramirez, to score, and that was what prevented a shutout for Knoxville tonight as Ramirez scored and Wogu picked up his 12th RBI to make it a 6-1 ball game. But too much Trash Pandas tonight as the boys would not be denied. They pick up 3 more runs in the 7th inning against Jacob Brents, all of it coming with 2 out and no one on base. Denzer Guzman would double after a walk to Sam Brown. Another walk to Oscar Colas loaded the bases. A wild pitch by Brents allowed Guzman to score. That made it a 7-1 ball game while Brown went to third and Colas went to second. And then after David Mershon drew a walk to reload the bases, Ben Goebel capped off the scoring with a 2-run single. Goebel, by the way, what a great night. 3 of 4, 3 singles, 2 runs scored, a stolen base he also drove into. That made it a 9-1 ball game. And after Samuel Aldeguerri, the Rocket City bullpen got the job done. A.J. Block, a 1-2-3 7th. He struck out 2 of the men he faced. In the 8th, Brady Chauvin also retired the side in order. He struck out 1. And Nick Jones, also a flawless 9th inning. He struck out 2 of the 3 men he faced. Rocket City as a whole pitching staff struck out 7 Smokies for the ball game. So here were your totals. Knoxville, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5. Rocket City, 9 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 7. Sam Aldegiri with the win to move to 3-6. Nick Dean suffers the loss for Knoxville to fall to 1-3. 3 in the third inning, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. No save. Time of game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. And the attendance, 3,665 as Rocket City, it's finally over. They defeat the Smokies tonight by the final of 9-1. It's win number 1. They have a 1-game winning streak, and they'll look for win number 2 tomorrow. We'll take one more final break on the Northrop Grumman postgame show. Come back and wrap it up right after this. Again, Trash Panda's a winner 9-1. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network in Valley Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Northrop Grumman is a proud supporter of the Rocket City Trash Pandas as we team together to make our community strong and viable for future generations. Northrop Grumman is looking for new individuals to help them define the next possible. Together we can all make a powerful impact to build stronger communities and bright futures. Visit www.northropgrumman.com for a full listing of exciting job opportunities. Now, back to the ball game. Let's rock it, Trash Pandas.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back here to wrap it up on the Northrop Grumman post-game show. Again, Rocket City, haven't said it in a while. They're a winner tonight over Knoxville by the final score of 9-1. And the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. That'll do it for us here this evening. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Slightly earlier start time. It'll be a 5:50 airtime, a 6:05 first pitch as Rocket City takes on Knoxville in at least the final game of the home portion of this 6-game series. Again, we'll play tomorrow, then we'll head up to Knoxville for 3 games beginning on Friday. But tomorrow, right-hander Walber Urania will go to the hill for the Trash Pandas. 3-5, 5.37 ERA. He'll be opposed by fellow righty Grant Kipp, who's 5-2 on the year for the Smokies, an ERA of 3.22. Again, it'll be a 5:50 airtime, 6:05 first pitch. Trash Pandas and Smokies in the final game of the first half of this series. We'd love to have you here at Toyota Field. Again, tickets are limited, seats are limited, but be sure to come to the box office and see if you can scrounge up any for our Independence Eve game presented by SAIC. There'll be fireworks afterward, and it'll be one of the bigger Independence Day shows in the Tennessee Valley. Be sure you make it on down here, but if you can't, join us right here on Talk Radio WZZN for all of the action. Special thank you back at our Talk Radio WZZN studios for all the hard work from Jeff Scarborough. And, of course, thank you to all of you for listening to Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Haven't said this in a while. Once again, your final score on this winning night. It's the Trash Pandas defeating the Smokies by the final of 9-1. For Chris Harris and for everyone with the Rocket City Trash Pandas, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. This has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Panda Broadcast Network and Valley Live.
Thank you for listening to Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Trash Panda Baseball has been brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Reed's Jewelers, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Owens Home Appliance, Bill Penny Toyota, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.